ESPN Asheville. This is the Sportsocracy, and we are coming to you live on a Friday afternoon. You can check us out on the iHeartRadio app. You can watch us on YouTube. Go to the sportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, and that way you can join us in the chat. Today's program is
a Deadpool.
It is a Deadpool. So apparently we're making wagers today on when the next or who the next coaches in the NFL will
and
be
college football
to get gone.
We're going across them
We're
both.
going college. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. It is a
Football Friday.
of course, it's a football day every day.
Every day's a football day.
Sportsocracy.
In the off season, we don't have anything to wager on, so Football Friday loses a little of its oomph.
You're not wagering on college baseball? Come on, man.
No, I'm not wagering on college baseball. I'm not
You're not
wagering on WNBA basketball. I'm not wagering on college softball, the NBA, which just does not seem to ever go away.
What, the NBA?
The NBA is just always there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for another.
It's like that weird guy at a bar that's there every single time you walk in the door. You're like, do you ever leave? Like, do you sleep here? And no, I'm not that person before somebody decides to be a jokester and says that's me.
Yeah. There's the baseball things happening, and we'll have Braves action for you all weekend long here on ESPN Asheville. Series starts tonight with the Cincinnati Reds after they took 2-3 from the Red Sox in Boston. College baseball starts the tournament today. The Women's College World Series is going on. Carlin Pickens pitched yesterday and gave up 3 runs. Only 2 of them earned, but Tennessee won yesterday. So Tennessee taking down the defending champions, Texas, in the Women's College World Series. Congratulations to the Inca Sugar Jets.
Woo!
Bringing home the 5A state title. Because, I mean, this is probably like the 25th state title. They've got a factory over there in Inca. But congratulations to the Sugar Jets for bringing home another state title. What else we got going on? Well, NHL. Tonight, it could all be over in Raleigh. As far as the Eastern Conference Finals goes, the Hurricanes up 3-1 on the Montreal Canadiens. But you have to say it that way.
I mean, I don't.
It's Canadian.
It's French-Canadian.
Right. Like
Canadiens.
Right. Like, they spell it with an E, so you have to go Canadiens.
Here in this show, it's the Montreal Canadiens. Let's go.
The Moosin, as I like to call them. They have several different teams in Canada. One of them is called the Maple Leafs. And one of them is called the Moosin. And I think there's another one. Are the Canucks still around?
The Muskoxen.
Or is that like a slur? Do we not say that anymore? Is that their word? They can say it and we can't say it?
No, they're still around.
Oh, okay.
No, Canadians are cool. They're like, that's fine.
I believe there's the Alberta Molson Ices that are.
You keep forgetting the Muskoxen.
The Muskoxen.
The Alberta Muskoxen.
Anyway, tonight Carolina Hurricanes. Let's hope that they bring it once again. Take down.
I'm going to a Stanley Cup game if we get there. We'll start the Living the Dream tour early. Jeremy's going to the Stanley Cup
to go see the Vegas Golden Knights take on the Hurricanes.
Yes,
if they win the series, which I mean they should. You're up 3-1.
In hockey, you never know. Hockey's a different animal.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel like that list is pretty short of teams that have done the 3-1 comeback. I know they've only. I think it's only 2 that have done the 0-3 comeback. I'm sure the 3-1 comeback is list is much longer. But anyhow, we got that going on. OTAs are happening. The only thing exciting about OTAs is
Cade Klubnik, 11 for 11 yesterday in OTAs. Let's go. Maybe I was wrong. I don't.
Was he
that,
7? Is he number 7? Is that the one I saw earlier today?
Yes.
There was a clip from practice
Yes.
that said, 7 looks like a real quarterback, and I couldn't tell who it was.
It was Cade Klubnik.
It didn't look like Cade Klubnik.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently he's throwing good on air, which
Yay.
Yay. Congratulations.
Hey, look, Cade, buddy, I'm rooting for you. Do I have any belief in you? No, I don't. I believe in Cade Klubnik somewhere between where I believe in the government, UFOs, and Sasquatch. Not sure where. Power rankings aren't done yet, but that's where you're at. So there's that.
Let's see. I'm looking in. I don't see any breaking news or anything that's happening around the country. The big talks right now are, of course, what changes are we going to make? Right, the NBA governors got together yesterday and passed that stupid ass anti-tanking policy.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah, here's what we really need. A team that sucks on ice. We really need them in April to be playing like it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Yeah. So they can climb out of the bottom 3 so they don't lose ping pong balls.
You do understand the patent fallacy of that, right? We've got guys who won't be on this roster who we're going to ask to play like just win one for the Gipper to draft the guy that's going to replace them.
Yes.
Make that make sense. Like, how did you say that in a room of learned individuals and nobody went, that's dumb. That's a dumb thing you just said.
This is all about the fans, right? This is all about just making sure that the fans get the best product that they possibly can. Hey, excuse me, Adam, can I ask you a question? This is already one of the worst teams in the league. What makes you think I really care? If I'm spending my money to show up to a game, what makes you think I really care that this team is going to give it its all against the Milwaukee Bucks 2 weeks before the playoffs starts?
You know why I showed up to watch 2 lottery teams in the NBA in April? Because you bought the beer a month and a half ago. It will go bad before the next season, and you're selling them for $2.
That's right. You got cheap beer, and possibly you got some, a good bobblehead giveaway or something. The only reasons that I can come up with for you to go see one of these teams. But who am I? Then you got Major League Baseball.
Hey, you finally figured out maybe you should have a salary cap. And then you found a way to do it wrong.
How did they do it wrong?
The range is $70 million. That would be like the NFL saying, well, you can spend $150 or up to $230. Nope, that's not how a salary cap works, you dum-dums. I do not get how this is so hard.
Is there a floor in the NFL?
Yeah, and a very firm one at that.
I've never heard that.
It's 90% of the salary cap. Whatever it is, it's 10% lower than whatever the salary cap is. Now, it's also done over the course of, I think, a 3-year span because you can push salary ahead a year. So, like, if you have cap room through a league year, whatever you had goes on to the next year's cap.
Okay.
Yeah, you know why you didn't know that? Because it doesn't come up very often.
Well, no, because, as long as it exists within that, within a decent framework, nobody really cares.
Exactly.
Right? Oh, I'm up against the salary cap. Well, the other team that is at the bottom of the salary spectrum, well, they're spending 90%.
Mm-hmm. Major League Baseball's like, you got to spend at least $150 million, but you can go all the way up to $780. How about that? Is that a salary cap? Sound like salary cap to you?
Well, they went, what, 170 something to 240? Okay.
It might have been 240.
I think it was like 247 or something like that. Well, look.
245.3.
You already have teams that are spending $300 million or more, possibly. I haven't looked at the salary numbers lately.
What's funny is there are very few teams that are within that parameters right now. Virtually every team in Major League Baseball is either way above it or way below it. I think it was Jeff Passan put out a list. I believe it was 23 teams were either below the floor or above the ceiling. There were 7 that fit in the middle.
Wow. Yeah, the cheapest team in baseball right now is the Miami Marlins, who spend $78 million on their team's roster. Meanwhile, at the top, you have the Mets, who are at 334.
Funny thing, Marlins 2.5 games ahead of the Mets in the standings right now.
Well, I mean, it is the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
They are the major league equivalent of the New York Jets.
I believe and the Guardians, I think, are two who are leading the AL Central.
I
think they have the second cheapest roster.
Yes, $80 million. So currently, you will have to spend Los Angeles Angel money, roughly. They're sitting at $172 million, so you'd have to spend a little bit more than that, I guess, to meet the floor of the salary cap. The cap will be just above what the Houston Astros are paying. Mm-hmm. So everybody gets on a same kind of a wavelength. I'm much better with a $70 million differential
range than $250 million.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got to take baby steps.
Way better. Exactly. Here's the problem, though. I don't think anybody's going with it. I don't think the union's going to get on board with it at all, and we're looking at a 2-year layoff.
Oh yeah. Because the problem is that the what they opined was here's your salary cap, and they found a way to piss off everybody. The teams that want to spend more, the ceiling's not high enough. The teams that don't have that money to spend, you'll bankrupt us. So you literally found a way to get no one on board with this.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Baseball in a nutshell.
Yep.
We found a way to get this voted down 30-0. Because I genuinely don't think there are maybe 5 teams in the league that will agree with this. And then we start revising it. And then we start bouncing back and forth. And then they lock you out in December. And then we have no impetus to come back because the lockout will push back anything you've gained, which I think is fractional at best, since you did this the last time.
Mm-hmm. It'll make 1994 look like just a summer break.
Hey, Rob Manfred, I'm a big idiot in Asheville, North Carolina. Let me narrow this down for you because I can fix your sport for you in 4 sentences or less. You need to contract 8 teams, 12 teams per league. Or that would be, I said 8, I meant 6. You need to contract 6 teams because there's 6 teams that are not financially viable.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
12 teams per league, 4 teams make the playoffs. Get rid of all this nonsense. Set a hard cap that's $20 million from the floor to the ceiling and continue doing the only thing you do right, which is the farm system, as Gary Burt said in our YouTube chat. Done. There you go. Fixed your league. Oh, but what about the Oakland market? Who cares? Nobody watches them in that market anyway.
They already don't have a team, so nobody cares.
Nobody in Miami's watching the Marlins. Mm-hmm. Sorry, they're not.
Yep.
And if you want to know which teams to contract, it ain't that hard. Look at the records combined over the last 15 years. It'll answer itself.
Yep. Over the last 15 years. Okay, maybe we'll average out. I was thinking, could Boston get caught in that? Because we sucked for a couple of years now.
No, you're not nearly
we're
that
not. We're not that bad.
Yeah, but that's how you fix baseball.
Yeah.
It's done. And if the owners have a brain in their head, they will hardline this and say, look, I understand you want more. You've gotten too much for 30 years. The sport is not financially viable. We do this, it's over. And if you don't like it, we'll lock you out until your career's over, and we'll find a batch of players that really do want to play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because some of these contracts are insane. For a guy to get $350 million in a sport that barely anyone watches, and if you don't believe me, go check the ratings. This ain't hard to figure out. The money, it doesn't make any sense. It makes 0 sense. I don't care that the rosters are smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're still paying guys in the farm systems, you're still moving buses, you're still flying planes, you're still operating facilities. It doesn't make sense. I said the same thing about the NBA. And you two idiots are so worried about expansion, which blows my mind. Hey, let's thin the already thin talent pool a little bit further and separate everybody just a little bit more and let those big dogs keep beating your brains out. NBA, feel the same way. Now, got that out of our systems. And at the bottom of the hour, we're going to fix college football. Because I've been stewing away on this, listening to heads of conferences and head coaches and everything else. How do we fix college football? It's real easy. And at the bottom of the hour, I'll tell you how to do that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. It is the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. Don't forget that you can follow us everywhere on the social medias at the Sportsocracy. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, who knows what kind of hell Jeremy's got in store for us. We'll set the stage for the Deadpool rules coming back. How about that?
It happens only once a year in Las Vegas.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
Is back.
Put your hands in the air.
One stage, 2 nights.
Are you ready?
featuring the biggest names in music. Live, loud, and always full of surprises.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Hear it live on iHeartRadio and streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Listen for the reveal of our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tuesday morning at 8.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
First people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but you know,
Tired and sick.
tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
Chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountain's home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingles, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you'd do the same. Ingles, your neighbor for over 50 years.
The Sportsocracy.
Hello, everybody. This is good old JR Jim Ross, WWE Hall of Famer. Boy, these boys are smart. You talk about goofier than a pet coon. Let me tell you something. This show is a legitimate slobber knocker.
Welcome back into a Football Friday here on ESPN Asheville.
You just said one of the craziest things I think I've ever heard anybody say.
What, that cherry Jell-O is not the best flavor?
Red. It's always red. Whether it's Starburst, Jell-O, Skittles, any of it.
Could not disagree.
Red is right.
No. Now, black cherry, we can get down with some black cherry.
It's also red.
Black
it's
cherry.
Darker
I mean,
red.
it's like a maroon. It's got
colorblind, you jackal. They're all red to me.
Sure. I'm just saying it's. I don't know. I just.
So what color do you
fine.
like?
It's fine.
Like if you
I would say the black cherry is my favorite. Orange is next.
Who eats orange Jell-O?
Right here.
We get the big
Christiana,
pack.
she's down.
We get the big pack from our local Ingles.
Yeah.
Low prices. Love the savings.
Mm-hmm.
The orange is always the last one left.
Crazy.
Always.
That's nuts.
Because there's 2 reds.
That's the first one
A
going.
green and an orange. The orange is always the last one left.
That's
and then Amy
insanity.
and I have a day because we're doing keto.
Mm-hmm.
I posted a picture earlier. I have lost 30 pounds since the draft as of today. Officially, no fluctuation, no, weighed in the morning.
Good for you.
Weighed, whatever.
Right.
I've lost 30 pounds. I'm
Nice.
288 pounds as of right now.
Good job.
I had gotten to my total fattest at the draft. I didn't want to say anything just in case. Hell, Jeremy's a fat guy, and sometimes fat guys fall off the wagon. So, that is always the last Jell-O left in our house.
That's crazy to me. That's always the first one going out of my pack. That one, it goes orange, green, and then
red. Red is it goes red 1,
maybe last.
Red 2, green, which is lime, I guess.
Lime, yeah.
And then orange.
Mm-hmm.
Distantly.
That's nuts.
I brought some Jell-Os in because I like a little snack in the breaks.
Mm-hmm.
When you cut sugar out, you'd be shocked how your energy tends to go up and down and up and down. So you have a little snacky poo in the break.
Yep.
And Jell-O is a treat that's hard to beat.
Draft Yoda says, from the ginger, red is right. Red is right. Feels a little biased. Yeah, it does. It does.
Best Starburst, red and pink.
Gary Birch points for him. He says, oh, colorblind. That explains your shirts.
First of all, my wife buys my shirts, and I like my shirts. Thank you.
Like, I don't know what baby bird gave birth to that shirt you were wearing in Greenville the other day, but
I love that shirt.
Needs to go away.
And you can go play in traffic. How about that? Guy who dresses like a middle school PE teacher.
Yeah. No. That's not a fan. Not a fan. Looks like something John Daly was wearing with his Zubaz back in '93.
I still have a pair of Zubaz.
I'm sure you do.
They're very comfortable.
You got the Jets Zubaz? Yes, nice. Very good.
Yes, I do.
Good for you.
They're very comfortable. Nice fall night when the Jets have disappointed me. Throw on the Zubaz and just lay in my disappointment.
Right. Coming up at the after the bottom of the hour, Jeremy's going to tell us how to fix college football, which is it doesn't need to be fixed. It's fine the way it is. But
I don't agree with you.
We're going to make a change regardless because we can make more money. So changes are coming despite the fact that they're not needed. There was an article on ESPN today that is ranking the biggest position upgrades for the 2026 NFL season. Ben Solak wrote this one. So
and we like Ben.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Friend of the program, Ben Solak.
Okay. His number one position upgrade was the Arizona Cardinals running backs. Because, sure. Jeremiah Love, much better than anything you had last year.
That's his one?
That's his one. His one.
So, correct me if I'm wrong here, and maybe I am. But I didn't feel like the running game of the Arizona Cardinals was their biggest problem last year.
No, but
I'm not going to say that was a good running team. It wasn't.
No, they had. So it says 5 running backs had at least 40 touches last year for the Arizona Cardinals. James Conner, Trey Benson, Bam Knight, Amari DiMercado, and Michael Carter.
Let's play a fun game. Leading rusher of the Arizona Cardinals last year was who?
Bam Knight.
No.
DiMercado.
No.
Michael Carter. No way.
How many yards did he have? I didn't realize it was this bad.
423.
You're too high. by a lot.
Wow.
333. That was the leading rusher for the Okay. All right, Ben, you know what? You're a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was that bad. I will agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think it's also biased that James Conner and Trey Benson combined to play 7 games, and they didn't finish 3 of them.
Right. I mean, James Conner only played in 3 games last year and had 95 yards. I just had to look that up going, how? I don't even remember. Not a big watcher of Arizona Cardinals football, so the stats were eluding me at the moment. So I mean, I get it. I understand why he said it, because going to Jeremiah Love, who could be the next and possibly will be the next elite back in the NFL, that is definitely a market upgrade. Even adding Tyler Algier was an upgrade. This is not taking into account whether or not they should have done the move or not. But based on talent, it was an upgrade. Number 2 was the Las Vegas Raiders linebackers.
I agree with that one wholeheartedly.
Because Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean come in, and you jettisoned Devin White, Landon Roberts, and Jamal Adams. Washington Commanders linebackers with Leo Chenal and Sonny Styles.
Yeah, that's a big improvement.
The one that they lost was Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, Bobby had gotten so bad in coverage that it was almost impossible to hide him, because wherever he ended up in coverage, that's where the ball was going.
Tennessee Titans wide receivers were 4, with Carnell Tate and Wan'Dale Robinson coming in.
I haven't disagreed with one yet.
Van Jefferson's the only one that is gone. And you've got Shamiri DK and Illuminor, or Ayu Maynor. I had combined his first and last name in that one, and came up with another guy named Jermaine.
Yeah, you turned him into a Terminator there.
I did. A Megazord, if you will. At number 5, the Cleveland Browns offensive line.
I agree with that. There's a ... though. Yes, it is one of the most improved units in the NFL. ... But it still sucks.
Okay. So I look at Spencer Fano, Titus Howard, Elgton Jenkins, Zion Johnson, Austin Barber. Okay. Is that really that much different?
Who plays left tackle?
Than Joel Botonio, Jack Conklin, Poisich, Cam Robinson, and Wyatt Teller? Is it really that much different?
Well, you're leaving out a part where virtually every person you just said has had serious injury problems over the last few years.
Right.
It's definitely improved.
Mm-hmm.
Elgton Jenkins by himself was enough for this to be improved. I still think you have a problem at guard, because I don't like Tevin Jenkins. Zion Johnson's fine as a reclamation project. You just paid him way too much money. I don't know who you think's playing left tackle. If you're going to start Spencer Fano off the jump, good luck.
They are.
If that's your plan, you better pray to God Deshaun Watson's your quarterback, because Shedeur Sanders, you'll watch him get murdered on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I don't think Fano's a good player, but because he's got to learn to play on the left, and I don't think that's going to be a seamless transition.
Yep. I watched the Pick Is In documentary that ESPN did on the draft this year, and it's first thing that out of Andrew Berry's mouth when he called Spencer Fano was, "We think you are the franchise left tackle of the future for this team." 6 was the Los Angeles Rams cornerbacks, getting Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson from Kansas City.
I would have that higher.
Kobe Durant and Darius Williams are gone.
I would have that higher. That would be in my top 3.
The Cincinnati Bengals defensive line.
That would be my 1.
Boye Mafe, Dexter Lawrence, Jonathan Allen, Cassius Howe, replacing Trey Hendrickson and Joseph Asai.
That would be my 1.
Okay. Giants linebackers at 8.
Yeah, well, they have 14 of them. So
Arvell Reese and Tremaine Edmonds coming in, and Bobby Okereke.
Oh, by the way, Giants fans that tell me I was stupid for saying Arvell Reese is going to start on the inside. Hey, did you hear what your coach said the other day? Same thing I said. He's going to start on the inside.
Los Angeles Chargers tight ends at 9, with Charlie Kohler and David Njoku replacing Tucker Fisk, Will Dissly, and Tyler Conklin.
You know, I'm not realistic about Tyler Conklin, so
I know, but I mean,
notice that they did not say Aronde Gadsden in there anywhere, because he's
not new.
Yeah, well, he's also not a tight end.
And then 10 was the Washington Commanders edge rushers.
That would probably be I would say my top 3 would be Cincinnati's defensive. I would have stopped at defensive tackle, but if you want to go all the way to defensive line, I'm fine with that. 2 would have been the Washington edge rushers. 3 would have been Los Angeles Ram corners.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't fully disagree with anything he said there.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I was curious about was, is that Cleveland offensive line that much better than last year's? I mean, I know the way they played last year and the injuries that they went through, that certainly, but just raw talent.
It's light years better. It's just still not good. We have our first super chat of the day.
All right.
'Cause it's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money.
And I apologize to Stephen Tao. My screen was freaking out, so I couldn't see the side. I did not see this at the time. He said, nobody likes tanking until it's their team tanking. That's the thing that irritates me the most about the NBA and Major League Baseball. They haven't figured out what the NFL's figured out. Teams, you will lock in on your team when they're bad, not because you want to see them win a game, but because you want to see them lose.
Not
lose more, lose consistently, lose every single time you touch the field. Because winning does you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's what the NBA somehow, and don't ask me how this happened because I don't know, and I worked with both. There was a time the NBA draft was a bigger deal than the NFL draft.
Yes.
Because you would have these big-time college stars that now you're seeing where they go, and you're trying to beat Michael. That was the way it was in the 90s. Then in the 2000s, it was trying to beat Tim Duncan. It was trying to beat Kobe. It was trying to beat Shaq. Now your draft is largely irrelevant, and you're making it worse. Meanwhile, the NFL draft carries content on every media platform for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
It irritates me because I want to love basketball, and they make it impossible.
Well, the game is so much different now that it's unrecognizable. To those of us who grew up with 90s basketball, right, and more of a not as hard-nosed of a product as, say 80s basketball was. But in the 90s, it was still rough. Right, you had Michael out there doing his thing, but the rest of it was a whole lot of, the Detroit Pistons getting into fights with people, and the San Antonio Spurs were enforcers for a while, and I mean, really, that followed Dennis Rodman wherever he went. And then when he joined Michael, it was really over because now we've got the one guy in the NBA that everybody's afraid of. Scoring-wise, also we have the freakiest guy in the NBA to kill you with, and that's why that was the greatest team ever assembled. And, I don't think anybody argues that. Are there really people out there that, at least whose opinions that we admire, that would argue that that was the greatest team ever assembled? Because I'm not going Golden State. Not a chance. Yeah. I still feel like on the floor, the Chicago Bulls of, 98, 99, would beat the tar out of the Golden State Warriors of 08, 09. I don't even remember what years that. 13, 14, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Somebody still has to guard Michael. That's where every one of those arguments dies on the vine.
Absolutely. You don't have that guy.
Nope.
Draymond Green. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's working out for you. Yeah, no. The NFL draft certainly rules all.
Yep.
When it comes to drafts.
Yep. And it's because the sport built it that way.
Yep.
Let's make a spectacle out of the next slew of stars. Then we sell a bunch of jerseys, and we control the calendar.
Yep. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll take the break. When we come back, fixing college football.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
I can try and button up this Saturday forecast. I think some showers, thunder showers, but I do think some dry weather and then much cooler temperatures by Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Low 80s today. Sunshine, some high cloud. Tonight, thickening clouds. A few showers after midnight. Low 60s. Saturday, some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm. 75. And by Sunday, partly sunny and 73 with temperatures in the low to mid 50s early. For the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stagik.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
Yes! iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Go! Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets, just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
It is ESPN Asheville. Leads us, the outside segment here leads me to, one of the most, I don't want to say it's the dumbest thing that I've heard in a while, but it certainly is the largest leap that I've heard someone in sports make for a while. The New York Knicks are making this run in the NBA playoffs. They've made it to the finals. They swept through the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're sitting here waiting to find out who's going to win Game 7 between San Antonio and Oklahoma City tomorrow night. And the city of New York is, they are on fire for Christ right now. They are just so excited because the Knicks haven't been in this position since 1994. They haven't been on the cusp of actually winning a title since forever ago. Mm-hmm. What was it, 98?
And it's all because of Danhausen. Lifted the curse.
Oh,
wrestler.
The wrestler guy.
Cursed.
Yeah, sure. Okay. What is his attachment to that?
He lifted the curse.
How?
They were cursed, and he lifted it. That's what he does. He curses people and uncurses them, and they haven't lost a game since he did it.
Interesting. That's Okay. I still don't know who the guy is other than seeing his face on social media and going, I don't know who the hell that guy is, but I'm already sick of him. It reminds me of, like, the Hurricane Shane Helms when he was around. Like, that's the level of wrestler we're talking about here. Anyway, so the New York Knicks are on this hot run, and of course the whole city of New York, the area, is really excited about it, and so it's a topic out at Jets camp. And so when asked about how the city is responding to the New York Knicks, Garrett Wilson pipes up and says, "This is awesome to see, and we know that Jets fans are clamoring for us to be contenders, and we can't wait to give it to them." And I feel like that is a huge leap to take. First off, Garrett, you should probably just focus on, I don't know, winning like 6 games. And let's get to that point first before we start talking about giving people the championship run. Because I know you probably feel differently about this, Jeremy, but that is a team that's certainly about 5 years away for me.
They are not 5 years away.
You're right.
If it's done correctly. Now, it's been a bad franchise.
Right.
I don't think they have the right head coach. But what exactly did you expect him to say?
No, I get it. I feel like that's one of those things you go, yeah, that's really cool to see, and I hope all those people come out to cheer us on this.
Because you left out the biggest part of what he said.
What was that?
He said you got to believe. You got to believe before anything happens, and the belief is high. All he was saying is that we have the buy-in in the building, which is what you want to hear.
Okay, all right.
Look, I'm not telling you this Jets team's going to be a contender this year. They're not.
No.
Dolphin fans really don't understand that. I didn't say the Jets were good. I said you were worse. That was it.
The Jets currently listed at plus 10,000 to win the AFC, according to the DraftKings. The only team with longer odds to win the AFC is the Miami Dolphins at plus 15,000.
This is a good time to also point out I'm really down on the Colts. I'm really down on the Packers. The Jets have their pick and those two. So just saying, the Jets have access to 4 first-round picks. Theirs, Indianapolis's, and the worst of Dallas and Green Bay.
Yeah. Oddly enough,
that my belief is high.
Oddly enough, the drought in championships for the Knicks
is longer.
It's almost as long.
74?
Yeah, 73.
73.
It's 73 and 69. Jets win the Super Bowl in 69. Knicks won the championship in 1973. Have not won one since.
Let's flip it. Knicks win it in 2026. Jets win it in 2030. Let's go.
Seems it's about in my window. Yeah, 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's even before you can think about doing what Rex Ryan and Stabby McStabberson did.
Mark Sanchez?
Yeah, which is going to an AFC championship game.
Who is – oh, I know what you're saying. My story's about college football, and I love every bit of this.
Okay.
Steve Sarkisian's been on a fun run of just irk everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He befouled Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. He got Texas Tech, and Texas Tech's Joey McGuire has decided to bark back. What Steve Sarkisian said, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the exact quote in front of me, was Texas could play the schedule of another team in our state that's in a different conference with our 2s and 3s and still go undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
It was very obvious the team he was referring to was Texas Tech. So Joey McGuire has pushed his chips to the middle of the table. They're willing to pay the buyout to Abilene Christian and to, I've lost who the other team is, Texas State, to play Texas week 1.
I'll take it.
On you, Steve.
Right now.
Because basically what Joey McGuire just said is, I've got the money.
Yeah.
I got the money, honey, if you got the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing I want more. Also, just a good thing to point out, Tiger Dickens decommitted from North Carolina today. Hey, do you know who the favorite to land him was before he committed to North Carolina?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. no Brandon Sorsby, Tiger Dickens ends up in Texas Tech, and all of a sudden that team looks significantly different than they do right now. I want it to happen so bad I can't stand it.
Absolutely. Steve Sarkisian should it shouldn't have taken long.
First of all, Steve Sarkisian, you should stop talking. Just do yourself a favor. Stop talking. Because you're not helping anything.
Why?
What good is taking shots at all of these other teams? What's it benefiting him?
I mean,
he's already recruiting at a high level, so
I don't think it hurts anything. I mean, I'm by far the best team in the state, and I'm in the best conference.
By far the best team in the state? It's funny. One of them went to the playoff last year, and you didn't. So, yeah, I don't think you're by far the best team in the state. Also,
if
this is a coach with
Texas Tech's schedule, do you not think that team would be?
Don't care. You don't.
Well, sure.
You don't. You took the SEC's money, and since you've been
there's
there,
a huge difference.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay, all right.
They've been more successful than you. They're coming off a playoff appearance, and you're not.
Sure.
They're the best team in the Big 12. You're the 6th best program in the SEC. Shut the hell up. Steve Sarkisian's a career 93-55 coach.
Mm-hmm.
Don't act like you're Nick Saban. You're not. I don't care how bad you want to be. Win something, then talk. He has underperformed damn near every year he's been at Texas, and nobody talks more.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like Steve Sarkisian. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But you make yourself insanely unlikable.
That's an interesting take.
Do you disagree with anything I just said?
No, I don't necessarily disagree.
You want to
with
sit
anything
here
you
and
just
what?
said, but-
You have more money than any program in college football, and it's not close. And you want to talk about the academic restrictions at Ole Miss or the schedule at Texas Tech? I don't know. Let's talk about the fact you have your own network. Good God. You want to talk about the things that other people have? You have legit the easiest job in college football because you print money. You have the plates. All you have to do is run the printer, Steve. It'd be one thing if he was coaching at Florida. You're at the richest program in the sport talking about what other people do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody,
and he's not wrong.
It's like
That's
somebody
the problem,
taking stabs at Mike Vrabel when they've been cheating on their wife for 20 years.
I would love to see.
You did it bigger than he did.
Here's the thing, Steve, do it. Agree to it right now. And when they show up and frog stomp Texas Tech,
which they might,
it'll be done. They will. I have no doubt in my mind that they would. And if they played the same schedule as Texas Tech, they would have been in the championship last year, or they would have been in the tournament.
Maybe, but they're not.
There's not a chance.
Maybe, but they're not.
No,
they're not.
Texas,
if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Well, I hate to tell you this. It ain't that way.
Texas plays 7 teams on their regular season schedule that are better than anything the Big 12 has.
I've yet to disagree with you on any of this.
I get it, but that's why he's saying what he's saying. Like, he catches crap from people because he's 6th in the SEC. It's like
he lost to Florida.
I'm in the toughest conference that there
Florida
is.
would lose to a good high school team. You start beating Florida.
No, wait a
minute.
Wait a minute. You can't say that. Last year you were banging the drum for Florida. Oh, they're much better than they were earlier in the season.
They were still not even a bowl team. And they wrecked your soul with one of the best quarterbacks in the country and a slew of NFL draft picks. Steve Sarkisian, buddy, the day you don't let Texas down, then you talk. And I got news for you. You're primed to do it again because you have the best roster in college football.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not particularly all that close. It's you and Ohio State. And all you're doing by running your stupid mouth is putting a target right between your eyes. And so if you look at that schedule of Texas, they have already taken shots at Ole Miss. Guess what? They play Ole Miss. They've taken shots at Texas Tech. Well, we just put the onus on you to let's run it week 1, big boy. And I got news for you. Would I be shocked if Texas lost to Texas Tech? No, because that's what Steve Sarkisian does.
Show up in big games. And
he loses to teams that he shouldn't. That guy he makes me want to pull my hair out
How would you fix college football, Jeremy? I mean, they already ruined it for me. So, I mean, like by having the 12-team system, that proved to me the way that you do this is not working. Now you take the top 12 teams, okay, sure. Automatic bids and such, we're already on record. Don't like that. Don't like it at all. The fact that James Madison was even allowed anywhere near this playoff is an absolute
insane.
Joke.
It's stupid.
Joke.
But
Tulane,
now we're stuck on let's grow the playoff. You don't need to grow the playoff.
No.
There's no point in growing the playoff.
No, but now they're locked in. 24 is what we need.
16 at most. 16 at most. And that's only if you want to keep inviting the JMUs and the Tulanes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, it's I don't know. Let's put our manhood on the table and just be honest here. Of I'm sorry, AAC, you don't bring excrement to the table.
No,
you just don't.
No.
And if you want us to believe you do, then start scheduling that way. Because you want to talk about schedules. You're talking about schedules with Texas Tech. Oh, let's talk about Tulane.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Tulane that made the playoff. Playing absolutely no one. Tulane played one team. One. That was any good.
Memphis.
Ole Miss. And got
Ole Miss.
Obliterated. They got to be 45-10. Other than that, the best team on the schedule was Duke. Who, yes, you did beat. In your house by a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. You beat a North Texas team that was so grossly overrated that it's comical. To me, this is not hard. Greg Sankey can say whatever he wants to about the Big Ten. The Big Ten can say whatever they want to about the SEC. You two are the power brokers of this sport.
Yep.
I will gift an entry to this, to the ACC and to the Big 12, because you have enough money and enough power to have big boy programs. The ACC had a team in the national title game last year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, earn it or stop talking. You move it to 16 teams. We don't need 24. 24 is stupid, because then you're getting into North Texas and schools like that making this thing. That doesn't make any sense. Now we got to give one to the Pac-12, whose best program is Boise State. I don't need that.
Mm-mm.
But at some point, the NCAA has to step up and go, no, this is stupid. This is stupid. We don't need to do this. Get them in a room, and boys, we're going to settle on 16. Everybody plays a first-round game. No more buys. The buys are dumb. You get a home game if you're a top 8 seed. We'll feed you the Tulanes. We'll feed you the JMUs if you're the 1 or the 2. And then you move on. And then we go into an 8-team playoff, which is what we all really want, of the 8 best teams in the country, because that's the way it'll be.
I mean, I guess the only way I would get down with 24 teams is you'd have, 8 buys?
Which is crazy.
It's not. It's not that crazy though. Because
do you know who would have made a 24-team playoff last year? Virginia would have made a 24-team playoff.
Sure.
Iowa, who couldn't score in a brothel with a pocket full of hundreds, that team would have made the playoff. Houston makes a 24-team playoff. I don't need to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
No, but would that not be better watching Houston and Tulane in a play-in game to play the number 1 seed,
I don't need
rather
a play-in
than
game. The season's the play-in
But
game.
that's what they're all. That's what they're all about. They want more money. They want more content. They want more ability.
They have plenty of content.
I say so, but apparently they don't believe so.
Because the SEC wants to get 7 teams in, and you will every single year. Does it change your take of this? Not really. Not really, because now you're splitting the pie up across more people. It's dumb. Stop expanding things to include in the effort of fairness. That's the beauty of sports. It is the most fair thing in the world because you control everything that you have. Your schedule, you control it. Tulane says nobody will play us. Then you've got to go to them. And I got news for you. None of them are scared of you. None of them. They will welcome you into your stadium anytime, any place, because that's a better win than beating Texas State. And they will beat you the same way they will beat Texas State. Ole Miss did it 2 years in a row. They beat you like a redheaded stepchild because that's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the deck is stacked against you. And as long as the deck is stacked against you, stop making it fair for a sacrificial lamb that becomes a game on December the 19th that nobody really wants to watch, but we do because it's the only thing on television.
Of course. But see, that's their Super Bowl. And see, that's how you make them feel better about it.
I don't need to make them feel better. Your self-esteem. I mean, I hate to use a Cat Williams line here, but it's self-esteem. Esteem of your mother falafel self. That's you. That's like reading a book on self-esteem. Your self-esteem comes from yourself.
I'll be honest with you. I had a steady pool of angina.
I had to really think.
Keeping that clean.
I had to really think about that as I said it.
Here in the Sportsocracy, this is ESPN Asheville. We'll talk about the coach's Deadpool when we come back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
I can try and button up this Saturday forecast. I think some showers, thunder showers, but I do think some dry weather and then much cooler temperatures by Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Low 80s today. Sunshine, some high cloud. Tonight, thickening clouds. A few showers after midnight. Low 60s. Saturday, some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. And by Sunday, partly sunny and 73 with temperatures in the low to mid-50s early. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Stand Up to Cancer.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
$3,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. Earn cash back with Upside just by filling up your tank. Download Upside now and start earning easy cash back. The more you use Upside, the more you get. Use promo code EXPERT to get an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code EXPERT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. We're seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. You can get your thoughts on today's Deadpool. We're going to talk about NFL coaches who are, well, not long for this world. And then
and college coaches.
And then the college coaches who are also not long for this world. And should this be the last time that I address the crowd, I just want you all to know how much I love you.
Because he may be dead.
I may. Who knows? Tomorrow, I'm going on a ride-along with Asheville Police Department, and I've been told by Captain Jonathan Brown that if it gets crazy, just duck. And y'all know how swiftly I move. So if it comes to just duck, it may just come to, falafel. I may be stuck with no options here. So, no, I'm really looking forward to it. I've never done that. Have you ever done that before? I know you have friends that are police officers, yes, law enforcement agents. Have you ever asked one of them to go on a ride along or anything like that?
I mean, I've done a couple ride alongs with police.
Have you?
It was
You have not. Stop it. You ain't never been arrested.
Yeah. It's good to be king.
Of the people in this room, I would be willing to say I'm the only one that's ever been arrested. So
there's a story there.
It's not really a good story. I bounced a check one time and moved, and they sent me a thing that said, hey, you need to pay this bill, and I never got it, never paid the bill. And then all of a sudden the person that me and my sister lived with, her boyfriend, and we moved away because they broke up, and then he called out of the blue one day and said, hey, so Dorchester County Sheriff's Office called and said there's a warrant out for your arrest. And I went, oh, okay. And apparently it was for a check that I bounced and never paid off. So I have officially been arrested. I've never been in handcuffs or anything. I surrendered to police and paid my $200 fine and went on my way. But I have been fingerprinted. So
I've been fingerprinted.
There's that. But officially, I do have an arrest on my record somewhere down the line, unless it's been, I don't know, is that like credit? Does it go off your record after 7 years or something? Is that how that works?
Well, I mean, it's a misdemeanor, so it doesn't really.
Right, like it's not.
Misdemeanors are kind of like parking tickets. Oh, he's got a misdemeanor. Oh, shit.
Oh, shucksy doodles. I've always passed my background checks, so at least there's that. But anyhow, now I have to go. Am I right on that? Am I the only one that's been arrested? Okay, good. All right. That was a no from Christiana, so good deal. Because I know you've never been arrested.
No. No, I haven't.
Which is quite shocking.
I do kind of have a Raymond Reddington thing about me. We all know I've done some shenanigans. It's proving the shenanigans that serve to be a little more difficult.
The worst part about that whole scenario for me was that I had wrote the check to the business that I worked for.
And
it bounced, and nobody told me. Nobody said, hey, Tank, by the way, that check that you wrote us last week, it bounced. Never got that message. But it is what it is. Anyway.
We have a super chat and a question in the chat before we get to the coach's Deadpool.
Because it's all about the money. All about the money.
First one's from our buddy Colin, who said, what are your thoughts on Asa Pohl as the right tackle of the Kansas City Chiefs? I think he's going to be your swing tackle. I liked him last year. The Jets, he was actually, I want to say he was on the Jets training camp roster. Or maybe he signed with the Chiefs straight out. The Jets were super hot on that kid. I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's the way it's going to go. Mm-hmm. I believe you're going to have Josh Simmons and Jalen Moore, and then your swing is probably Asa Pohl. But, I like him as a player.
Okay. All right.
You also have Wanya Morris, and I will say I like Asa Poll better. Not because he's necessarily better, but because he's not Wanya Morris. Hasn't fared so hot when he's wound up on fields.
Mm-hmm. All right, what was the question that you wanted to answer in the chat?
The question was an interesting one. It came from Soaring Eagle, and his question was, which wide receiver won tight end one for fantasy football, dynasty fantasy football, would be better?
Okay.
Jackson Smith and Jigba and Sam Laporta, or Justin Jefferson and Brock Bowers? I know my answer. I'm going to let you go. Because for me, this is not close.
It's not close for you?
No.
Well, see, I like JSN better than I like Justin Jefferson at the moment because of the quarterback play.
Yes.
As a player, I like Brock Bowers better than I like Sam Laporta, but I'm going to go JSN Laporta.
That's the one I would go with.
Yeah. It's pretty close.
JSN had 1,800 yards last year.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Jefferson barely broke 1,000, and he played 17 games.
Yeah.
The talent's there. The quarterback's not. And I hate to tell you this, teams that struggle this bad to find quarterbacks doesn't tend to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Signed a beloved Jets fan.
Well, I mean, it could get better.
It could, probably won't.
Because you're going to have a top pick next year.
Mm-hmm. They had a top pick 2 years ago, too, and they wound up with J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, but
ahead of Bo Nix. Which one was better?
I mean, there's no question.
Said that at the time.
Right.
I hated Bo Nix.
There's no question Bo Nix is better than J.J. McCarthy. I get that.
This is
but
what
I feel like
bad teams do this.
If you're picking a quarterback out of, a class of 5, it's easier to get the bust. If you're picking a quarterback out of a class of 20, I feel like you got a better chance. Plus, there's a different GM now, so maybe.
Yeah, it's not even close to me. Laporta's in a better offense. He's the 2A or B, depending on how you look at Jameson Williams, and they're going to put up a lot of points.
Yeah,
and I know he's got a quarterback for the next handful of years. Brock Bowers could see more number one coverage than any tight end in NFL history. And Fernando Mendoza throws more back shoulder fades than any quarterback I've ever seen, and I don't think he's throwing a lot of them to Brock.
Right.
I don't actually think Mendoza was a positive for Brock Bowers. I also think Brock Bowers is quarterback proof. So, I understand those. I just said two things, and I spoke completely out of both sides of my mouth. Brock Bowers is who Brock Bowers is.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
Right.
JSN is light years ahead of Justin Jefferson to me right now. Especially after you just added a fourth mouth to feed in that offense, which is not going to go well for him.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the Coach Deadpool. If you're familiar with the comic book character or the movies, which are fantastic, starring Ryan Reynolds, the Deadpool was who's going to die today, basically. So in 2026, who's going to die as far as coaches are concerned? Which ones are not going to be with their teams? Or which ones would you be willing to bet are not with their teams next season? Where are we? Do you want to start college and go NFL next hour? I don't remember how you said it earlier in the show.
I would say we start NFL and then go college.
Okay. So we start in the NFL. The coach who will not be around next year that you want to have in the Deadpool, in my opinion, is Aaron Glenn. I think right now he is the coach in the NFL that I look at and go, there's not really a chance in hell that you're keeping this job.
I do not agree with you.
Okay.
The thing about Aaron Glenn is that, first of all, you got to remember he is a Jet. Played here, one of the best corners this team's ever had. Ownership likes him. He and Darren Muji are kind of tied at the hip.
Until you only win a combined 7 games over 3 years, and then that's...
Look, if the defense has 0 interceptions again, and you're a defensive guy, I get it. Here's what I think will happen with the Jets. And, look, that's the number one pick that makes the most sense. Here's what I think will happen. and this gives me a chance to explain things I've said about the Jets. I don't think this team's winning a ton of games.
No.
Their ceiling is what for you?
5.
7 for me.
Okay.
Here are the games I think they could win. They could beat Tennessee in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could beat Green Bay, Cleveland, Miami twice, Las Vegas, and Arizona. Got one with Minnesota, but now we're getting into way too many, if everything breaks right.
Right.
The owner knows that. It's very different when you go 4-13 and nobody expected you to go 4-13. This was a 2-year play. It was a 2-year play. That's why they got picks for next year. That's why everything's been stacked for next year. That's why they turned to Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are so many young players on this roster that you need to develop, and you really don't want them going through another regime change.
Okay.
Also, I will tell you, Frank Reich has brought a renewed sense of confidence to One Jet Drive. I didn't say it's the way it should be. I said it's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
As we sit, this is a team that has a young quarterback that they believe in. I don't believe in him. That part doesn't really matter. I'm talking about from the top down. They have a running back in Breece Hall who I think is a top 6 running back in the league. 8?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there?
Mm-hmm. I guess I'd go 6 more than 8, but
Breece Hall is one of the most complete backs in the NFL.
Yeah.
I also think he might be one of the most disrespected backs in the NFL.
I agree.
This is a guy that's averaged 4.5 yards a carry on the worst offense in the NFL.
He's a real talented runner. He's a pass catcher. He can pass block. He does all of the things that you want a back to do.
One of the funniest things that's happened on our social media for me in the last 2 years is how many Dolphins fans go, Devon Achane's no doubt better than Breece Hall. I'm not going to argue. Devon Achane's a good running back. If you're looking for a complete back, Breece Hall averaged 4.5 yards a carry over 4 years with an offense that's not just the worst in the NFL. They're so much worse than anybody else in this league that it's not even worth talking about who's 2.
Right.
That's hard to do. My objection was not at your love of Devon Achane. It was of the dismissal of Breece Hall. That dude is a dog. And that's not coming from a Jets fan. That's coming from an NFL guy with eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got Breece Hall, who doesn't turn 25 until Sunday. His 25th birthday is Sunday. You've got Garrett Wilson, who's still only 25. He'll be 26 in July. Then you get into the real young guys.
Mm-hmm.
A.D. Mitchell, Omar Cooper, Kenyon Sadiq, David Bailey, Tavondre Sweat. Will McDonald is still really young. D'Angelo Pons, who you just drafted. Azarie Thomas, who was an early pick just a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of youth on this team that's going to buy you a bit of latitude. I get it. I mean, I don't love Aaron Glenn as a head coach. I don't. I do not love him as a head coach. But I think the team does.
Okay.
I also think the defense is going to be light years better. I don't know if you agree with me on that, but I think the defense is going to be light years better.
Yeah, I don't know about light years, but hopefully they're better. I mean, they should be. If Aaron Glenn can't make this look better, then he's certainly out.
That's how he could be out.
Yeah.
If the defense is just an absolute sieve again by the end of the year, that's how Aaron Glenn gets fired.
Yep.
Because we invested the number 2 pick in the draft in David Bailey. So you've got an edge rusher that I think universally we all believe in. You added Tavondre Sweat to the middle. I think that is I thought that was you were with me when that trade came down, and I loved Jermaine Johnson, and I was just geeked over Tavondre Sweat.
Yep.
You added a veteran linebacker to kind of tie everything together. You improved the secondary with the addition of Minkah Fitzpatrick. I think the defense is – I'm not telling you it's going to be great, but I think it will be good. If the offense can just so much as hold up its end of the bargain, which I think it can, because the offense should be better too. And I hate to tell you this, but it's pretty simple to break down. It's one of the better young offensive lines in the NFL. Fashanu and Mimbu I would take over any tackle combo in the league. Young tackle combo. The interior of the line, I'm not in love with it, but it's not bad, especially now that I know Tippmann's going to play guard with Myers playing center.
I also feel like Aaron Glenn could be the first sign that a coach who, if he starts the year well, could be the first sign that he's not going anywhere. If I feel like if you start out this season 3-2, no chance.
Which is doable.
Right, like you've got Green Bay in the second week.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one game that I'm looking at. If you beat Green Bay and you beat Cleveland, you beat Tennessee, and you start out 3-2, the rest of that schedule is, I mean, yeah, you got Miami and the Raiders in there, but I think that alone would be the first sign that he's on stable ground.
Well, I mean, I got news for you. You're not getting fired for losing the following games at home: Detroit, Chicago, New England, Kansas City, the Los Angeles Chargers, and Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6 of your 8 road games.
Yep.
The only 2 that you play that are not just, or 3 that you play that are not just hammers, are Tennessee, Miami, and Arizona. You win those 3, so long as you somewhat hold serve, that team goes 5-12, he still keeps his job. Unless there's somebody that has expressed interest through back channels of, yeah, we're all in. All gas, no break.
Yep.
There is a coach, however,
mm-hmm.
and he will be my first pick in the Deadpool.
Okay.
And we'll talk about who that is after the break.
All right, you're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
It happens only once a year in Las Vegas.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is back.
Put your hands in the air.
One stage, 2 nights.
Are you ready?
featuring the biggest names in music. Live, loud, and always full of surprises.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Hear it live on iHeartRadio and streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Listen for the reveal of our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tuesday morning at 8.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts. We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know.
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Champions don't disappear. They reload. And the 2026 Atlanta Braves are ready.
Chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountains home for Braves baseball, ESPN Asheville. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Let's open up the whole can and kick ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. The 2026 NFL Coaches Deadpool. Who you wagering on is going to get the axe after this season or mid-season or whenever. I took Aaron Glenn with, I think he is top of the list. Jeremy, you think somebody else is at the top of the list?
Yes, I do. And so when I do things like this, for me, you got to look at what the expectation of a team is. And you have actually confirmed this for me. It is one, Todd Robert Bowles.
Okay.
You expect the Buccaneers to be a contender for the division, right?
Yes.
All right, let me play devil's advocate here. You start at Cincinnati.
That's not going to be fun.
No, they're better than you. Then you got Cleveland, Minnesota. Okay. Green Bay, at Dallas, Pittsburgh, at Carolina, Atlanta, at Chicago. Which one of those teams are you willing to bet your house on that you're better than?
Atlanta.
You're doing it wrong.
Really?
You're doing it wrong.
Wow. Okay.
Because their defense can make it. Now that James Pierce is going to be back, and we all feel pretty sure of that. Okay. He may be suspended for some games, but I don't think it's going to be 8. When the legal process did absolutely nothing to him, I don't think it's going to be 8. I wouldn't bet my house on it. Because Bijan Robinson has served to be a headache for you. Kyle Pitts has served to be a headache for you. I don't need the quarterback play to be great. Because remember, I'm playing devil's advocate. Other than that, I see road games at Cincinnati, Dallas, Carolina, and Chicago. I don't think there's a chance you win any of the 4. So you're going into a bye week where, for me, on the high side, you hold serve at home, you're 5-4. What if you don't? What if you lose to Green Bay, you lose to Pittsburgh, you lose to Atlanta? You're going into the bye week 2-7. What do you think's going to happen? We told everybody we're fighting for the division. Meanwhile, I've let Dave Canales take a head coaching job. I've let Liam Cohen take a coaching job, and those two are both leading their divisions going into week 10. We look like idiots. And I could see a path that Todd Bowles is the first one to get the axe, because I don't think they're that committed to him in the first place, and I never have. You know my rule on coaches. If you're a defensive guy, the defense better be good. Doesn't have to be great, but it better be good. Tampa Bay's isn't. If that defense, now that we've gotten you Reuben Bain and we've really loaded up on the defense the last couple of years, we've got you a lot of pieces. If that defense doesn't improve and you get carved up by Joe Burrow and Dak Prescott and Caleb Williams and Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love, it's not a good look.
No.
Especially in a division that's so gettable. Because here's the thing. This division gets less gettable as time goes on. Because I think Carolina's on the upswing, I think New Orleans is on the upswing, and I think Atlanta, if done appropriately, will be on the upswing if they're not already. Raheem Morris, as much as I love the guy, and I do love the guy, he's one of the best interviews in this league. He's just not a very good coach. Competent coaching will put Atlanta on the upswing. And so if you see all those three teams trending upwards, and Tampa Bay sitting in the cellar going into the bye week, that's the fall guy. It just is.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
He is the consistent of a consistently mediocre team. He's the reason I'm so down on Tampa Bay. I think he's the reason that you're not more up on Tampa Bay, and it's your team.
No, if we had Kevin Stefanski leading this team, it would be we should be contenders in the NFC. Not just the division, but you should be a contender with this roster regardless. And I can't get there. I mean, part of me hopes that you're right. I was kind of hoping for this last year, and we begged and begged and begged, and I'm convinced you're not getting rid of Todd Bowles unless you get rid of Jason Light.
Bill Workman asked a very good question in the YouTube chat. Point to me the pick in the NFL draft this year that you looked at and said, that was my guy that Todd Bowles picked. It's a really good question because it's a really good indicator of how bought in a team is to a coach.
Okay.
The coach is not picking first-round picks. So before you say Reuben Bain, the coach is not getting that. That's on the GM.
Okay.
If you look through the rest of that class, I want you to find me the guy that Todd Bowles went, yeah, that's my guy. Keontae Scott, highly doubtful. Because if you think back across the years of how Todd Bowles plays defense, you ever seen a guy like that? You ever see him have a guy like Keontae Scott who's a little tiny slot corner that can also play some safety? Kind of a hybrid guy. You ever seen that happen in a Todd Bowles defense? I'm not going to lie, that rung in my head the minute it happened. That felt odd. Moving Jacob Parrish outside, that feels odd. There's a lot of things happening here that don't feel like they're at the behest of Todd Bowles.
Okay.
Then you look at the fact that they overdrafted a linebacker that does not fit in his scheme at all. Josiah Trotter's a nice young player. For what Todd's going to ask him to do, good luck. He's also a year away. What does that tell you? They don't think Todd's going to be here. At the very least, they're making concessions for if he is not. Reuben Bain, to be really honest with you, doesn't really fit into what Todd Bowles does. The body type is odd to be asked to stand up. It doesn't make a ton of sense.
Okay.
But as you have said many times, it's hard to fire a guy that keeps finishing first or second in his division.
Yep. It is.
Well,
the moment he doesn't, gone.
It becomes much easier to fire him.
No doubt about it.
I'm curious the odds of first NFL head coach to be fired in 2026.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hope Todd Bowles is gone. I've been praying for it. But again, I think Jason Light is way more tied to him than you think. I don't know what that is.
I do not.
It could be ownership. It could be Jason's carrying the water for ownership. I don't know. I don't know where the allegiance is with Todd Bowles, but it certainly exists in that building.
Let's play a fun game.
Yeah.
Since 2016, what is the latest that the first NFL head coach has been fired? In 10 years.
The latest that the first coach has been fired.
Give me a week and a month.
I'll say October, week 7.
Second week of December twice.
Okay.
And that was Ben McAdoo with the Giants, who was a disaster, and Jeff Fisher, who had been there for a minute with the Rams.
Right.
Other than that.
That was only 10 years ago?
Yep. Wow. Other than that, we have had a coach fired in October every other year. The last 8 years, because those two are 9 and 10. The last 8 years, we've had a coach fired in October every single year. We've only made it out of the second week of October twice.
First time for everything, I guess.
There's always somebody that's got their foot on a banana peel and one foot in the grave.
Sure.
And I swear to you, I think it's Todd Bowles.
Okay. All right. I think it could be somebody else.
Oh, you've got another one?
I got another one. And I'll give it to you when we come back here on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
I could try and button up this Saturday forecast. I think some showers, thunder showers, but I do think some dry weather and then much cooler temperatures by Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Low 80s today. Sunshine, some high cloud. Tonight, thickening clouds. A few showers after midnight. Low 60s. Saturday, some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. And by Sunday, partly sunny and 73 with temperatures in the low to mid-50s early. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by RenewalByAnderson.com.
Is your home ready for the heat? Now's the time to upgrade with Renewal by Anderson. Save $300 per window and $825 per door, plus 5% off your full order. Enjoy a cooler, more comfortable home and lower energy costs. Don't wait. Visit RenewalByAnderson.com.
Man, whenever I use a sportsbook, I feel like I'm just getting robbed blind.
Dude, you've got to delete that app. You need to be using Polymarket.
Polymarket? How are they any different?
Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. You trade against other fans just like you, not the house. That means more money for you and less for those greedy sportsbooks.
For real?
Yep. Sportsbooks take around $9 on a $100 position and then pay out around $500. Polymarket pays out $650 on that same position.
What's the catch?
No catch. Even better, it's available in all 50 states. Polymarket is so confident that you'll never go back, they're giving you $50 free on your first trade.
I'm deleting my sportsbook app. How do I get started?
Download Polymarket now and use promo code HEAT for $50 free for your first trade. Stop letting sportsbooks steal from you. Download Polymarket and use promo code HEAT for $50 free on your first trade. Use promo code HEAT.
Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
Yes. iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Go! Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingalls, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you'd do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We are glad to be with you here on a Deadpool Friday. It's a football Friday, but we're talking about the Deadpool. Who would you be willing to bet meets their maker business-wise in the NFL next year?
How many do you have? How many do you have left total? Sorry, you have infected me, I think.
I hope not. Good Lord, I hope not. Hang on, let me pop my Ricola here. Maybe that'll keep me from coughing so much on the microphone. There's not many, right? Like, we had such a mass exodus last year.
10.
Right. With so many coaches being on new contracts, you can't expect that there's going to be many coaches that lose their jobs this year. I mean, on my radar, I've got about maybe 3 more.
Sounds about right.
But near the top of my list, ahead of Todd Bowles on my list, would be Zach Taylor. the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, you cannot be gifted one of the generational talents of our day. And in fact, in his case, hell, he's got at least 2 generational talents on his offense and has not been able to make it consistently work. I get injuries are a big factor here, but, I mean, that's on the GM and the coach as well, to make sure that the guy that runs your program, Joe Burrow, stays healthy. And you haven't been able to protect him well, not really once since you've been there. Maybe year 2, right? Year 2 when they went to the Super Bowl and he played a full season, he was still not well protected. Hell, I remember going through in the lead up to that Super Bowl talking about it's amazing that he got as far as he did because he had been sacked so much. I think he still got sacked 40 times in that season or close to it. But every year we do this where if everybody's healthy, the Cincinnati Bengals should be back in the mix. And not just in the division, but in the whole of the AFC. Because an offense that has Joe Burrow at the head, one of the best running backs possibly in the league, and Chase Brown, who was one of the best running backs in the league last year late, with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, you really don't have many excuses left.
This is the year.
Absolutely.
This is the year. Because if you look at the schedule, the only team on the front half of the bye that I think they should lose to is at Houston. You should win at home against Tampa Bay. You should if you go to Houston and lose, I'm not going to begrudge you that one.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Then you catch Baltimore after a bye. I'm not going to hammer you for that one. They don't play another game they should lose until December.
Mm-hmm.
If this team doesn't make the playoffs, Zach Taylor has no shot.
Agreed. And if this team somehow ends up 7-10,
you know why I didn't take him?
It's an absolute abject failure.
You know why I didn't take him?
Why?
Because I see no shot he gets fired in the season. The 2 that we started this with, they both have a chance to get fired in the season.
Maybe.
There's another one I think that I'll hit on here in a few minutes that I think has a chance to get fired in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Taylor, it's all going to be about the playoffs. This team could go 10-7 and him get fired, and I fully believe that. I'll even go one step further, and it steers into a super chat we have in our YouTube channel.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash.
It's from Great North, who said last coach to be fired after finishing first in their division was Marty Schottenheimer in 2003 after going 14-2. It does not happen in the NFL the way it does in the NBA. I agree with everything you just said. I think Zach Taylor can finish second in this division and be the first coach fired on Black Monday.
If the second-place team doesn't make the playoffs?
Yep.
Okay. So you go 10-7.
You go 10-7 and don't make the playoffs, you're out.
Yeah. I could see it.
There's too many gifts on this schedule.
Right.
One of the first things I always look at is who do you play on the road? They get a lot of dogs on the road. I don't think obviously your team's in the division. So Pittsburgh and Cleveland. But, your others are Miami, Washington, who I think is improved.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how they're going to stop Jamar Chase. I don't like that matchup for them. Carolina and Indianapolis.
And Cleveland.
That's in the division, I already said.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of wins there. Then you take just holding serve at home. You get Kansas City at home. You get New Orleans at home. You get Atlanta, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Tampa Bay. Those are all teams that you should beat.
Mm-hmm.
Take Kansas City out. All right, you think Kansas City's better than them. All right, take that one out. Still look at how many wins you get to that this team should be sitting on. If I go devil's advocate on the wrong side, they should still be 10-7. Now, the question is, does making the playoffs save him? Because to me, 10-7 that's a disappointment. Because I'm looking at the games that I think you could lose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's say you lose Houston, you start slow, you lose to Jacksonville, you lose to God, Tampa Bay, I guess.
Yeah.
Baltimore, at Washington, Kansas City, Baltimore again. That's 7 at the maximum to me. That's what I think anybody would do. If a golden retriever was the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, I still think they go 10-7.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see that as a perk. Now, Mike Brown notoriously does not fire guys. Doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he gets a reprieve, and that's why I didn't start Zach Taylor.
I mean, he goes 10-7 this year,
mm-hmm.
and he still would be at 62-70
mm-hmm.
in
with Joe Burrow.
How many years he been there? 5, 6?
It's been a lot.
How many years does that work out to? 2019.
This will be year 7 then.
Yeah. That's not good.
I just don't know how you survive it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is year 8. Yeah, this is year 8 for Zach Taylor. That's wild. I just think it's come to the end of the road if you can't. I mean, and the Super Bowl almost burned you.
Mm-hmm.
You got him to a Super Bowl with Joe super young, and now you're pushing 30,
mm-hmm.
and you haven't gotten back. You haven't come all that close to getting back, to be really honest.
Right. I think
it's put up or shut up time.
Like I said, he's at the top of my list, along with Aaron Glenn.
I have one that we haven't said in front of Zach Taylor.
Okay.
Shane Steichen. Do you understand how bad this could go? Now, maybe he saves himself.
I believe I predictable how bad this could go.
Maybe he saves himself. There's a possibility this team starts 0-5.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say it's not just possible. I think it's likely. And I don't care if your quarterback is Daniel Jones or Captain America. I don't care. Baltimore at Kansas City, Houston, Washington at Pittsburgh. That's 5 losses.
Mm-hmm.
At the minimum, it's 4.
Yep.
Because I don't see a way you win one of those first 3. Do you?
No. Baltimore, Kansas City, Houston? No.
Now just think about the psychology of that. This team starts that slow. And let's say Daniel Jones has actually come out here and he doesn't look like Daniel Jones of last year. You got the vets on this team, they're going to be looking around going, what did I sign up for? Alec Pierce has not been a legit one. You're looking around at, wow, we don't have a 2. We don't have a 2. It's Nick Westbrook-Akina. Josh Downs coming out of the slot.
Do they still have Ashton Doolin?
Yes. That dude has been on that roster for a long time.
Feels like he's been on that roster since Tony Gonzalez was. Or Anthony Gonzalez. Excuse me, not Tony Gonzalez.
Who has already run he's been a member of the House and out since then.
Was he not in anymore?
I don't think so.
Did he lose? Okay.
I thought he did, but I could be wrong.
Right.
I don't pay nearly as much attention to politics as you do.
I just remember having to explain that the Tony Gonzalez that got in trouble down in Texas for having an inappropriate relationship with a staffer was not Anthony Gonzalez from Indiana.
So you just look at that 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a Tennessee at Minnesota, which I don't think is all that pleasant. Then you go at Jacksonville, Dallas, a nice layup with Miami, at Houston, New York, who I think is better than you. Do you understand how bad that means this team could be? There are like 3 winnable games in the first 12. And you don't have your first-round pick, which, yeah, I get it's on the GM because I think they could all be fired.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chris Ballard should be renting. I think Shane Steichen should be renting. I think Daniel Jones should be renting. Because this is a bad setup for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah. Shane Steichen was definitely on my list. And then to me comes the reach. Because I think those 4 certainly.
I'm curious who your reach is.
Those 4 certainly are on the watch.
I've got another one. I've got another one that's not a reach, It's firm. You start poorly, you're going to be out. I'll let you go, but I'm curious if we say the same name.
I don't think so because my reach is going to be Dan Quinn.
Mine too.
Really? Okay.
It's mine too. Because I had a weird feeling we were going to say the same name.
I didn't think that you would. I thought you would be opposite of me on that one because I know that you're more of a Dan Quinn believer,
no doubt,
/ Dan Quinn apologist than I am. But if you have another season where the defense, I mean, it should be great.
Should be.
It should be great.
And I think it will be.
On paper, it looks like a hammer.
This team starts 2-4. Dan Quinn gets fired in the bye week. I'll bet you anything you want.
Okay. All right.
I'll bet you anything you want.
Interesting. I don't know about pulling the trigger that quick. I'm just saying do you
realize how hard the schedule is before the bye? At Philadelphia, at Dallas, reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle in your building. That is a 1:00 game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go international, which you did not fare well on last year against Indianapolis. You have to fly back to play a division game in your house against New York. Then at San Francisco. If this team's 2-4, he's out. Wow. There's too much talent here for it to go this way. And I will tell you this, they believe a lot in David. Wow! Do I think they want to promote him to head coach? No, I don't. I don't like his chances. If this doesn't go the way I think it will, he's going to be the fall guy.
See, I look at those first 6 games, and I don't expect you to be better than 2-4. I really don't.
I do.
At San Francisco is a tough ask.
It is.
On a Monday night. And that's the only game that I look at and go, yeah, they should probably win that.
You know what else is burning?
That'd be the only one that I'd be disappointed by. You start 0-3, I'm not fazed at all. Because I think Dallas is in your class.
I do too.
Philadelphia, I feel like you're
in
still kind of I still kind of feel like you're punching up a little bit, but not greatly. Seattle's definitely a punch up. Indianapolis and New York lose either one of those games, and we're definitely having questions about, is Dan Quinn the guy to lead this team? At San Francisco on a Monday night, that wouldn't really faze me. It's where you get into the later part of this schedule, and if you start losing games like at New York, and I'll go even Cincinnati at home, and at Arizona, at Tennessee, if you lose any 4 of those games, plus you've already started poorly, out. I'm pulling the plug December. You're not making it to Christmas for me.
So that's another thing that I always look at in terms of the game we're playing here, which is who's the next one to go.
Yep.
Stubby Nubby asked us this in the YouTube chat. Who's the interim coach? Oh, it's right there in front of you.
Blau.
No. Who's the running backs coach? Interim coach aficionado, Anthony Lynn.
Ah.
How many times do we have to do that before people figure out that's the guy that goes on staffs when they're going, that's our parachute, because he's good at this.
Could be. Yeah.
We don't want him to be the head coach.
Right.
But he's done. How many times has he been an interim coach? I know of 2.
Yeah, he did it with the Chargers, and then he got the full-time job, right? I feel like that's how that went. Maybe I'm misremembering.
He was the interim head coach of the Bills and then got the full-time job of the Chargers.
Okay. All right.
So he's only done it once.
Okay.
I forgot the little trip to college.
Yeah.
He was also I know where I went when they were talking about firing Rex Ryan. Anthony Lynn was he's going to be the interim if they fire him in the season, but then they didn't.
Gotcha.
That's why I had 2 stuck in my head.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm shocked. I did not think that we would be on the same page on
when
that
I
one.
went through this, I was like, I got 5 names on this list. I thought you would say Dan Quinn before I would.
Right, and this is all considering that everybody's healthy, right? Because I feel like if this team loses Jaden Daniels, God forbid, again, then
he'll still be the fall guy.
Right? Like, no, I don't know that he will. If the defense is good,
they believe too much in the GM. We didn't do this with GMs. They believe too much in Adam Peters. And I'll be honest, I don't 100% know if I agree with that. I like Adam Peters. Look, I've met the guy. I think he's a phenomenal football guy. But if you get Jaden Daniels hurt for a second year in a row, there are going to be questions, and somebody's head's going to roll. And there's only really two possibilities for that because everybody still believes in Jaden.
Yeah.
If it's just injury, nobody's going to be looking at him the way we look at C.J. Stroud.
No. It'll be Adam or Dan.
Yep. And it ain't going to be AP.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be Adam Peters. I feel very sure of that.
Okay. All right. I mean, I feel like if Dan Quinn's doing his part and injury causes them to be poor, right? You're competitive still, but you're losing.
That's the other thing.
20 to 21 games. I don't know that Dan Quinn's on the hook for that.
That's the other thing is if Jaden Daniels gets hurt again, what's the common thread? You just replaced the entire offensive staff. So now they've gotten hurt with Cliff Kingsbury and David Blau.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Adam Peters' fault. It'll get blamed on Dan Quinn.
Okay. All right.
Is there anybody we have not said yet that you're...
There's only one, and it's Dave Canales.
I knew you were going to say that. I don't agree with you at all.
If this team's terrible again, you don't think Dave Canales is on the chopping block? If by some chance
you just won the division,
who cares if they end up 5-12?
Todd Bowles has survived on this for how long? You just won the division when you hadn't been competitive for it in a long time.
Yeah, but he won it 3 years in a row. I mean, it's not.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Dave Canales wasn't in my top 8.
Yikes!
Because there's one you haven't said yet, and people are going to think I'm out of my mind.
More than likely,
Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, you're out of your mind. I don't think so.
What has Kevin O'Connell done that buys him the latitude with a new GM who did not hire him? By the way, I know who they're talking to in terms of their GM search. Every single one of those guys is attached to a candidate who would be interesting for this job. If this offense starts as bad as I think it will, and I think it's going to be gross. Okay, you went 13-4, you went 14-3. Didn't bring back Sam Darnold. I've already fired Kwesi Adofo-Mensah for that. You went 9-8 last year, which was an act of God. If this team starts and is as bad offensively as I think they are, at some point you have to look at Kevin O'Connell and go, you walked into Kirk Cousins. You had Sam Darnold walk to you, and you didn't fight hard enough to keep him. You said you could make J.J. McCarthy work. You said you could make Kyler Murray work. You're not a quarterback. I mean, I've argued the quarterback whisperer thing for 4 years now.
Right.
That was the name I looked at and went, Minnesota fans they're too, not all, some, are too delusional about what this team is. And it will get loud. He may be so insulated from those 2 good years that it doesn't matter.
Okay. And see, that's what I think. I think that he is too tied in, and this is just if it doesn't work this year and you're still now. I mean, if there's always a possibility if they go as bad as I think they could possibly go and be a 3 to 4 or 5 win team, sure.
I don't think people understand how bad Minnesota can actually be.
I mean, I think they could be amongst the dregs, like right outside of that Jets, Dolphins, Titans, Raiders.
Oh, they get a game
area
with Miami in Minnesota, and I'm telling you right now, if they lose to the Miami Dolphins, this will not sound as crazy. This will not sound as crazy. I mean, look, they start Green Bay in Minnesota. They will house you. At Chicago, at Tampa Bay, you're starting 0-3. I hate to break it to you. It's just the way it's going to go. Your reprieve is that you get Miami at home. You lose that one, then have to go to New Orleans, and you start 0-5. You're supposed to be the offensive guy.
Right.
Brian Flores, that's the other thing that would kill him, is that Brian Flores is already on the staff. When I look at a dead pool like this of who gets got first, who makes the most sense to be an interim coach, and Brian Flores is really high on that list.
Absolutely.
And then coming back, it doesn't get much better. You get an Indy after the break that's in Minnesota, which is a just gift from the gods. Then you go at Detroit, Buffalo, at Green Bay, San Francisco. That's through week 11. You get Atlanta in Minnesota. You get Carolina at New England, Detroit, Washington. Do you get how bad this team can actually be?
I mean, I only feel like there's 7 winnable games for them on the schedule.
For them to win 7 games, they'd have to be allowed to play 14 players. And Gary Burt said that D's still nasty. That secondary's not.
Mm-hmm.
That secondary is not. And I'm telling you, you look at that defensive front, it's not as good as it was a year ago.
All right, we got to go to the break here, but before we do, you said Dave Canales would not have been in your top 8, so you got more names?
O'Connell was one of them. This is going to sound like blasphemy.
Okay.
Dan Campbell. Now, you got to say it'd have to go superiorly bad.
Right, like you'd have to be terrible, like 6 wins.
They missed the playoffs last year
Mm-hmm.
on a bad hire by Dan Campbell. Don't love the offensive hire this year.
Yep.
The thing is, the schedule is so light, and the I hate to use the millennial word here, but the vibes are so high in Detroit. If you disappoint against this schedule, all bets are off. And I know you love him. Mm-hmm. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm real interested to see, is there another name?
Not really.
Okay. All right.
Canales would have probably been my 8.
Okay. All right. That makes more sense, because I was going to say the only one that might make a little bit of sense to me
Nick
is
Sirianni.
It was not him. It was not him. But I guess I could see that path. I was going to say maybe Brian Schottenheimer you could mention. If they go 7-9 again, maybe that's – or 7-10, excuse me. They were 7-9-1 last year. Maybe if he does that again, he could be on the chopping block, but I think Jerry's so dyed in the wool with him.
And now the thing you got to remember is that we're not saying these guys are going to get fired, because I think Dan Campbell's safe as all get out.
Yeah.
It would have to go superiorly badly. We're trying to find the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Tank's in on Aaron Glenn.
Yep.
I'm in on Todd Bowles.
Mm-hmm. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll do the college side when we come back. Who's first up in the Deadpool?
Me, and I like mine a lot. Whole lot.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
I can try and button up this Saturday forecast. I think some showers, thunder showers, but I do think some dry weather and then much cooler temperatures by Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Low 80s today. Sunshine, some high cloud. Tonight, thickening clouds. A few showers after midnight. Low 60s. Saturday, some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. And by Sunday, partly sunny and 73 with temperatures in the low to mid-50s early. For the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm's sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Starting Monday, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Incredible service, honest.
Starting Monday, listen for your
accountability. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see. Depression won't show up on an eye chart, and you can't measure it on your bathroom scale. Sorting out a mental health concern is not something to attempt on your own. You won't find a bipolar disorder by looking at a thermometer. Like many other health conditions, help for mental illness takes professional diagnosis and treatment. Anxiety won't just go away under a stick-on bandage. So the sooner you seek treatment, the better. If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. Find out what to do. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support. That's samhsa.gov/support.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingles is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingles and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Speed on the bases, power at the plate, Gold Glove defense across the diamond. The Stars of Atlanta are ready to take the field.
Michael Harris going to sprint back, and he somehow makes the catch Willie Mays style and goes into the wall.
Back and under new management, Tar Heel Walt Weiss takes the helm, chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old. But I am a camping influencer. You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingles studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. We're heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app and seen everywhere on YouTube. You go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, and join us in the chat. It is a Football Friday.
Football Friday!
There we go. It's also a Deadpool Friday, where we're talking about the football Deadpool for head coaches. Who would you put your money on is not going to be coaching his team after this year? Who do you think gets the X first?
Mike Norvell.
Okay.
We're on the college side.
Go.
It's Mike Norvell with a bullet.
He just jumped right in there. Florida State's Mike Norvell.
I will give you $1 to give me anybody else it could be. And before you answer this, allow me to make the case for why it's Florida State and why I'm so unbelievably sure of this.
Okay.
Do you know who the quarterback at Florida State is right now?
No.
Ashton Daniels. If you don't remember Ashton Daniels, he's been at Auburn for the last 4 years with, I'll say, some inconsistent results. 24 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. Oh, and by the way, that's the only one they got.
Mm-hmm.
There is no competition for him. Have you looked at the schedule? They play week 0 against New Mexico State.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you really enjoy that win because there won't be many of them. They go SMU in Tallahassee, who I'll go ahead and tell you, they are going to hurt your feelings. Then you have to go to Bryant-Denny to play Alabama. Do you remember that win last year?
Oh, yeah.
You remember how much fun we had with that?
Oh, yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it because they remember it too.
Mm-hmm.
Central Arkansas.
There you go.
Yay!
There's a win.
Then you get Virginia, at Louisville, at Miami, Clemson, at Boston College, at Pittsburgh. Don't even
Is
think
Pittsburgh
about
good?
it.
I don't know.
But a hell of a lot better than this.
Okay.
NC State, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
If Florida State wins 4 games, I'll be shocked.
Wow.
Shocked. This is about to be rock bottom for Florida State.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize it had gotten that bad.
This is as hard of an ACC schedule as you can play.
I'll agree with that. I didn't realize that I thought y'all were kind of on the upswing here. You were jumping into the NIL game more, and Mike Norvell was going to right the ship.
Well, because Mike Norvell was what? He was the portal king.
Mm-hmm.
He was the de facto Lane Kiffin. Where'd Florida State's transfer portal class rank this year? They got 23 guys.
Yeah.
They were 28.
It's not that
The
great.
roster also got gutted of guys leaving. Florida State's in trouble.
Wow.
And when I say in trouble, I mean in trouble. I don't care how much it costs. I do not care how much it costs to get rid of Mike Norvell. They will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is rock bottom.
No.
Because I don't just think they get beat in some of these games. They're going to get housed in some of these games. SMU on Labor Day night. They're going to rock your head. Alabama's going to take out a whole lot of frustration. You're not going to Louisville and beating that team. Miami, I'm already dreading that, and it's months and months and months away.
It's because you'll never hear the end of it.
Clemson will rock the rim on you. NC State will rock your head. And Florida will rock your head.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That means no bowl eligibility, hit absolute rock bottom, and and the discussion starts of who replaces Mike Norvell, and it's coming quick. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know a Florida State fan that doesn't agree with me. I've been doing the chop for 33 years, and I am telling you the truth. I have searched this roster trying to find any reason for any form of momentum, and I don't have it.
No. Okay. There's one guy at the top of my list that used to be a hot name in this coaching in the coaching sphere in college football.
Does his last name rhyme with pickle?
That's it. Oh, Luke Fickell.
I don't know how he still has a job.
I don't really either, but note to Luke. I don't think your team is going to be all that much better than you have been. And I still look at your roster, or not your roster, but your schedule, and go, where are you supposed to win games? Because has Wisconsin made any moves that puts them on the level of even, Penn State?
No.
Wisconsin's
transfer class was 38th overall, according to 24/7 Sports.
Hot. How about that recruiting class? Are we getting some freshmen that might turn this thing around for Luke?
Luke has never been a great recruiter. Let's see where ESPN had them in terms of class rankings. Oh, they're not in the top 25.
Right.
So they only go that far. I don't know where that would fall in.
No. It was supposed to be good. You were hoping that Luke Fickell was going to come in and he was going to bring a new kind of football to Wisconsin, right? Wisconsin's always been
losing football.
Well, and see, that's the problem. That's not what we wanted. We wanted winning football, but it was going to be a complete culture change, right? It wasn't just going to be ground and pound, run the ball, play great defense, and be done with it. It was going to be high-flying offense. We're going to get people in here that can run this system, and it has not worked at all. 17-21 is his current record.
Oh, my God.
At Wisconsin.
Their high school recruiting class was 67th overall.
Yowzers.
Would you like to hear some of the bangers that they finished behind?
Yes.
Temple, Appalachian State, UNLV, Tulane, Baylor, Boston College, who I didn't know even tried, Boise State, Stanford, Wake Forest, Rutgers. Holy sheep shear.
Yeah. Historically, Wisconsin has been, what, an 8-win team?
Sure.
At least.
Sure.
Right? Some years it's a little better. We haven't really been national title contenders, but you at least win a whole bunch of games.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say something, and I mean it. Wisconsin football plays Western Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
They play Eastern Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take those off the board.
Mm-hmm.
They get one against Rutgers in Wisconsin that I think is winnable.
Yes.
You could tell me that the starting 11 on defense get to carry baseball bats and machetes, and I still wouldn't pick them to win another game.
That's I don't disagree with you at all. They play Notre Dame to start out the season.
They will beat you by 4,000 points.
Exactly.
I'm curious what the line on that game is. I'm about to tell you because I've got it pulled up here.
It is. I don't see it here on the.
Have no fear. I'll find it because I know exactly where it is.
I'm sure you will. I was hoping that if I just clicked on that button, it would tell me. But here it is, 20.5. Wisconsin.
I snorted.
Wisconsin is plus 20.5.
And I would
against Notre Dame.
And I would bet my house on Notre Dame.
I would agree with
minus
you.
20.5.
I would agree with you. Luke Fickell,
another
coming
thing
from Cincinnati.
God, that game's not even it's not even in Notre Dame.
No, it's in Wisconsin.
That game's at Lambeau.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wisconsin has, in the words of the great American Dream, doth the road. They fought on hard times, Daddy.
Yep. Western Illinois and Eastern Michigan are your only given wins. I mean, it really wouldn't shock me to see Greg Schiano and Rutgers pull an upset.
Wouldn't shock me either.
It's not really an upset, is it, if they're only a 2-win team by that point?
I feel like Dusty Rhodes could give some great advice to Luke Fickell. I'm the son of a plumber, Daddy, and you might need to learn a trade because I don't think this is going to go particularly your way.
But here's the thing. If you happen to be in the state of Indiana in November, around just before Thanksgiving, you can go see Wisconsin at Purdue
for $10
for the low price of $10, which is a Tank Spencer special. I'd go to that game.
By the time November rolls around, they'll give you $10 to come to that game. You just hand us a ticket, we'll hand you a $10 bill.
More than likely.
Don't spend it in one place.
It's wow. I mean, one of the hottest names in the coaching cycle 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever that was. It has not gone the way anyone hoped that it would. Luke Fickell certainly could be fired before the season's even over.
To me, those two are the high water mark. I mean, we're not even close to done.
No.
Because I've got a bunch. A whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, I've got a couple that I think we need to start having some real, honest-to-God, serious conversations about.
Okay.
We need to take a break because these are a little bit more elaborate conversations.
Okay.
I don't know the way out. That's the thing about college at this point, is that some of these schools have name coaches. I don't think you could replace them with a name coach, and I don't know that it's actually going to get better with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them just kind of so happens to be near and dear to our hearts here in the old Tar Heel State.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and it's ESPN Asheville.
It happens only once a year in Las Vegas.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is back.
Please put your hands in the air.
One stage, 2 nights.
Are you ready?
featuring the biggest names in music. Live, loud, and always full of surprises.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Hear it live on iHeartRadio and streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Listen for the reveal of our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tuesday morning at 8.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We We just contributed to it. We're the first people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but,
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Hey Jonas and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
News, weather, traffic.
It boils down to the economy.
Proud recipient of the 2025 Small Market Service to America Award. News Radio 570 WWNC, the voice of the mountains.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
You're in the Sportsocracy. Welcome back in.
You say things sometimes that make my brain
I'm sorry.
hurt.
I have things to do tomorrow, and now I can't do the one thing that I wanted to do, that I just found out I wanted to do 5 seconds ago. Weird Al is coming to the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville tomorrow night, and I can't go because I'll be on my ride along with APD. And
you should be riding in the back because they should be arresting you for saying crazy things.
You stop it. Weird Al is an American treasure.
Is he, though?
100%.
Are you sure?
100%. The only person that has written more bangers than Weird Al is Luke Combs.
Luke Combs also applies.
Probably Chris Stapleton. Other than those guys, Weird Al is fantastic. He was also my first concert, so it's a little close to my heart.
How many doll hairs would you pay to see Weird Al Yankovic?
Oh, I mean, you know me. I'm cheap as hell, so it's not going to be much. $40 maybe. Maybe.
So according to StubHub, this is an in-demand concert, which shocks me.
Is it?
The cheapest seat in the Bon Secours Wellness Arena for Weird Al Yankovic is
$65.
$51.
That's always the way it goes. Like, the most I'd be willing to pay is not enough to cover the cost to get in the door, which is why I love working in radio, because I got friends that I can go, hey, are y'all got any extra tickets for that?
Floor seats,
of
which
Lord.
Great seats are still available.
Highly overrated, whatever it is.
$375 a piece.
Serious?
This is a PSA.
There is no way.
This is a PSA from a man with a beautiful wife and a beautiful life. If you're paying $400 a shot for Weird Al Yankovic tickets, give up.
Yeah, just
because she ain't out there. I need you to understand that the rest of your life is going to be a lot of D&D and not a lot of double Ds. Okay? Because that's where it's at.
That is so good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Because that's where it is.
Oh, he will be in Knoxville.
He's at
Knoxville in September for $37.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I know, and we're very close to there the day after. It's either the day after or the day before. I just saw it.
How can you not like Weird Al? Parody songs are fun. I mean, I'm not asking you to go to like, hey, we should go see Weird Al because he is just. That's as good as going to see Chris Stapleton. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's a fun little thing to do. That's a fun show to go to. Plus, you know who's opening for him? Puddle's Pity Party. If you don't know Puddle's Pity Party, you need to look it up. First off, he's a clown, so Jeremy's going to hate him.
100%. I hate clowns.
Jeremy's out if Puddles is going to be in the building.
Also, I'm never going to call you anything but Puddle's Pity Party for the rest of your life. That's your new name.
Puddles the Clown is hilarious. I can't believe he's going to be in Greenville tomorrow, and I didn't even know it.
I
would
honestly,
have totally not scheduled my ride-along just for that.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And he's got a real deep voice. He's a really good singer.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I hate clowns.
Jeremy's definitely afraid of clowns.
I hate clowns.
Man.
That is one show I can genuinely say I do not see the allure of whatsoever.
What, the clown show or Weird Al?
Both.
Both?
Because they are the same show.
Oh, no, they're not. Weird Al does a great
Weird
show.
Al's fine to listen to. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I'm really stuck on if you take a date, which I cannot tell you aggressively enough, don't do that. If you want a way to take however many dates you've ever had with a woman and make sure that whatever the next number is doesn't happen, look at her and say, I want to have a date night at Weird Al Yankovic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gambit fan is correct. That's $10 too many for Tank to pay. I think he was actually referring to the $10 game between Wisconsin and Purdue, but it also works for this. That is $10 too much. $51, that's $11 too much.
Alex Sander asked, would you rather see Weird Al or the last surviving members of the Eagles' second farewell tour? This should tell you everything you need to know. I would buy box seats for what's left of Journey before I would think about taking a free ticket to Weird Al Yankovic. Solely because I don't want to have to tell people I did that. I don't. If somebody calls me and says, "Oh, dude, I need your help. My house is on fire," I don't want to have to say, "Hey, bro, can't," because I'm at a Weird Al show.
Yeah.
Because I feel like now I have a very different relationship with the person on the other side. Because they're either going to get yeeted about it and be super excited,
yeah,
and now I don't know what to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to block my phone number, and we're not going to be friends anymore.
Yeah, I'm giving infinite points to Gary Birch. He said he loves Creed, so he is a fan of rock parody. So good.
I would kill to not be understood in my own time the way Scott Stapp is.
He's just missing out. He's missing out. I love it. I love it. The Eagles, yeah, I would definitely go see the whatever's left of the Eagles. How many of them are left, by the way?
No clue.
No. I mean, Joe Walsh, he's still alive, right? I think
Sure.
so. You have no idea.
Not a clue.
I can't talk about this with you. It's going to make me mad. The Deadpool in college football is what we're talking about. The coach's Deadpool. Who is going to lose their job this season? Whether it be early or late, who's on your list? Where are you putting your money? Jeremy, you got another bet your house on this guy's not going to be here anymore?
It's not a bet your house.
Oh, is it not?
But it's pretty close.
Uh-huh.
It's Bill Belichick.
No doubt about it. How could this have gone any worse? Just ask yourself, when Bill Belichick came in to take in the Carolina job, did you think it was going to be this bad? I mean, I know we talked about this could be bad, but I really didn't think
know what to expect.
I didn't really think it would be this bad. I mean, I thought it would at least be competent, and it's not.
You remember that thing I said about Florida State's schedule, that they played as tough of an ACC schedule as you can?
Yeah.
The only reason North Carolina didn't take the cake there is because a few of these are in their building. They get Notre Dame in their building, they get Miami in their building, they get Louisville and NC State. Those are all in Kenan. I don't know that that's going to matter.
It won't.
They play TCU in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
They go to Clemson, to Pittsburgh, to Duke, to UConn somehow. I don't know how in the world you got convinced to go to UConn, but your travel agent needs work. And you go to Virginia. I don't see how this is supposed to get better. Oh, by the way, and the best quarterback on your roster just decommitted this morning.
Yeah, Tiger Dickens from Western Carolina has decommitted, and now apparently Texas Tech is probably the one that's going to reach up and hand him some money. And now we're left with the dude that came from Wisconsin, or the dude that,
Billy Edwards.
Where did the other guy come from? I don't remember. I was reading it earlier today.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's two transfer quarterbacks that you might be something, but this is not good. You haven't been able to recruit anywhere. Right? You haven't been able to hit the transfer portal like we thought he might be able to. He hasn't been able to convince any high schoolers worth a damn to come there. And you're staring at another 2-3 win season. And why would we continue to do this? Because we've been told there's an out in the contract.
Mm-hmm. Texas A&M. Miles O'Neal came from Texas A&M.
Miles O'Neal, that's it.
He was the third string quarterback at Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that shows you the level of talent that exists in Chapel Hill for football.
It's thin.
It's bleak. Bleak AF, as the kids say.
That is a way to say it, for sure.
Bill Belichick most certainly is on the watch list here. And then,
do you not have another one?
I mean, there's a bunch that are like
we've hit that spot where you don't want to say it because you like the guys.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, is Lincoln Riley on your list?
100%.
What does he have to do?
He was the next name on my list.
Okay.
What does he have to do?
Mm-hmm.
In what regard? Are you talking about what the record has to be?
Right. I mean, if they go 8-5, is that good enough for Lincoln Riley to keep his job? Because I'd say probably it is.
Do you know what his record is at USC?
Oh, not off the top of my head.
4 years. Coached 53 games.
Okay, so he's won 39 of them?
35.
Ooh.
He is 35-18. They went 11-3, 8-5, went to the Big Ten, and have gone 7-6 and 9-4.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe this is what they were promised when he showed up 55-10 from Oklahoma.
No.
And now comes the worst side of this, which is, have you seen who they play?
Well,
non-conference will be fun.
I was going to say San Jose
State. They go
State.
San Jose State, Fresno State, Louisiana at Rutgers. Cool. You're going to be 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, you do play Wisconsin. I don't know that they win another. Maryland's not bad. Now, Mike Loxley is the name that needs to be in this discussion too.
Yes.
But Maryland's not a bad team. The recruiting class was solid.
Okay.
They went to D.C. and went, we ain't losing anybody. We got that Under Armour money. We're going to get as many of you as we can get. They're going to be really young, but you get Maryland late. I wouldn't chalk that one into the win category.
Okay.
But then you got Oregon. You play Washington at Penn State, Ohio State at Indiana, and then UCLA at the end of the year. Which that game's at UCLA, but they're both in LA, so I don't think it matters that much.
Right.
I mean, there's a possibility this team goes 6-6 and doesn't lose to a team that they were favored against.
I feel like I'd certainly do it.
Ohio State and Indiana, they will both beat the bejesus out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon will beat the bejesus out of you.
Mm-hmm.
The others are toss-ups. But if you don't have a high end, I mean, you got to go to Happy Valley with Matt Campbell and a renewed sense of self in Penn State.
You better bring every offensive trick you got.
Mm-hmm.
Because Penn State's going to be strong defensively. We know that. Did they ever find a quarterback? I saw his name. I saw their name mentioned in the Tiger Dickens Penn State.
It's Rocco Becht.
Oh, they got Rocco. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they're set. They won't.
Yeah, they got Rocco Becht.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't like you there.
Gary Burt said Lincoln's not a head coach. He's a really good OC. I disagree. Lincoln Riley's a really good head coach in the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
When he plays against bad defenses, he works out great. By the way, this is the reason that I denigrate the Big 12 all the time. Because the defenses are terrible. That's why Texas Tech just beat the sin out of everybody last year. They were the only team in the conference that could play in defense. So you're used to playing 7-on-7, and then all of a sudden you see David Bailey and Jacob Rodriguez and Romello Height, Cole Wisniewski, and go, oh, this is not like I'm used to. Yeah, I think Lincoln Riley is very much there.
Okay.
I don't know what the buyout is in that deal, but it's got to be less than it was.
$1.5 trillion.
I'm not so sure USC cares. By the way, this is just a total aside. Is it an acceptable time to say that job's not nearly as appealing as people think it is? Oh, it's a legacy school, and Bert. You do understand if you take Pete Carroll out, they have sucked my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
They have ranged from bad to mediocre my entire life. They might have 9 wins. Now that I've said it, I'm curious of it. What has this actually looked like? If you go all the way back to the year I was born.
Yeah.
Because I remember John Robinson was there when I was a kid, and they were a threat to really nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go back, I have found the history books here. If you take out Pete Carroll,
yep,
who I could argue is one of the best collegiate coaches of all time.
No doubt.
Pete had 7 10-win seasons in a row. National titles, all the things. Whoa. How many 10-win seasons does UFC have in my lifetime that were not attributed to Pete Carroll?
3.
You're low, but not by much.
6.
It's 6. I'm 39 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of 8-5, 5-7, 8-6, 9-4, 7-6, 8-5, 9-4, 5-7, 6-6, 6-6, 8-5. It's not a great job because it's in LA. Everybody, it's a legacy. Outside of Pete Carroll, you have been Fresno State for the last 40 years. You got 1 decade with Pete Carroll where you were a juggernaut. And I hate to tell you this, there's not another one out here. I don't know who anybody thinks is going to turn this job around. If Lincoln Riley and Lane Kiffin can't do it, who in the world do you think can? And I'm not going to say I think Lincoln's a great coach, but you put those two side by side and, and Steve Sarkisian, who I forgot all about.
Okay. The only reason I think it wouldn't happen is, let's say it's not a 6-6 season. Let's say they do have a winning record, but the buyout is $50 million or whatever. that might be a way he keeps his job.
So the details are not exactly known. The
was a
buyout
private school.
last year was $90 million.
Okay.
It will not be that much now.
I'd say it probably goes down 60 or
Ish.
260, not 60 million, but I'd probably be around $60 million to buy him out of his contract. And then you get Brian Kelly to come take the job. How about that?
My family.
Or, I don't know, whoever. Maybe Ed Orgeron could come back.
Hey,
he has a successful year with Lane.
You get that money right, you'll get a little Coach O.
All right, Lincoln Riley.
I heard that fat one talking about Weird Al Yankovic earlier. I'm with him. I like double D's, not D&D's. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. All right, next on the Deadpool list, Jeremy. He said he's got a bunch.
I do have a good number.
All right, we'll roll through them when we get back after this on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
I could try and button up this Saturday forecast. I think some showers, thunder showers, but I do think some dry weather and then much cooler temperatures by Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Low 80s today. Sunshine, some high cloud. Tonight, thickening clouds. A few showers after midnight. Low 60s. Saturday, some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm. 75. And by Sunday, partly sunny and 73 with temperatures in the low to mid-50s early. For the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Run a business and not thinking about podcasting? Think again. More Americans listen to podcasts than ad-supported streaming music from Spotify and Pandora. And as the #1 podcaster, iHeart's twice as large as the next two combined. Learn how podcasting can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
iHeartRadio wants to send you to see Motley Crue on the Return of the Carnival of Sins tour in the city of your choice. We'll cover it all. Plus, you'll meet members of the band and score a signed guitar. Just tap the contest tab while listening on the free iHeartRadio app to enter. Get tour tickets now at LiveNation.com.
Speed on the bases, power at the plate, Gold Glove defense across the diamond. The Stars of Atlanta are ready to take the field.
Michael Harris going to sprint back, and he somehow makes the catch, Willie Mays style, and goes into the wall.
Back and under new management, Tar Heel Walt Weiss takes the helm, chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville, proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted each year. Help police by not escalating. Address any complaints after the encounter. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. Learn more at nationalpolice.org.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The Sportsocracy.
That's horrible.
No, you know what that is? That's horror awful. That's horrible and awful mixed together. Horror awful.
Back in the Sportsocracy, this is ESPN Asheville. Who's on the chopping block as far as coaches in college football? We gave you the NFL Deadpool in the last hour. If you missed it, of course, you can go back and check it on the YouTube stream as well as on the podcast on the iHeartRadio app. Mike Loxley, are we to his section yet?
No, because there's a name we still haven't said.
Okay.
And I think it needs to be said.
Okay.
Who do you think I'm about to say? I mean, I've only been screaming this for 4 years.
Dave Aranda.
Dave Aranda's a good one.
I know you don't like him very much.
No, I like him as a coach. I don't think he's a head coach.
Right. Like, okay. I don't know. Who you got?
Old Dabro.
I can't.
How?
I can't see it happening. I just don't.
How? As delusional as that fan base can be, how do you not see how close to this we actually are? Because, I mean, I hate to tell you this, their season can be over in 1 3-hour period. Because they could go to LSU and get their doors blown off. They opened the season in Baton Rouge against Lane Kiffin and Ed Orgeron. Go Tigers. The season can be over in 3 hours. Because I hate to tell you this, if you look down the schedule for Clemson, if LSU beats you the way I think they're going to in their house, what you did last year is right there just slapping you in the face.
Well, I mean, okay, so I'll ask the question. Is Cal any good?
Cal's got a really good quarterback.
Okay.
And one really good wide receiver.
Because I'm looking at, okay, they get their doors blown off against LSU.
Then you get Georgia, Southern Carolina, and California. Then look from there.
Right. That's 3 wins in a row. Miami's going to be tough.
Miami will kill you.
You get a win against Charleston Southern, you're at 4.
Virginia Tech's not going to be a cakewalk.
Okay. Florida State, that should be a win.
It's in Florida State. I think that team's bad. At Syracuse, meh. But then you end Georgia Tech, at Duke, South Carolina. Those are all 3 losable games.
Yes, they are.
Especially if you're as bad at quarterback as I think you are. Because I have never heard anything positive about Chris Vezina until this year. That's it. I've never heard a positive thing about him until now. And I hate to tell you this, I don't believe you.
Okay.
Look at how much Clemson lost. I mean, just think about it.
I mean, the defense got raped.
The entire defensive line. The entire defensive line is gone.
Yep.
You lost a linebacker. You lost your number 1 corner. Oh, what did you replace them with? Oh, yeah, because everybody talking about, oh, Clemson, they're in the portal now. Where did their portal class finish? I'm just curious how close you can get to this.
I'll go 19.
Higher.
31.
Higher.
52.
Higher. 56.
Okay. Let's make the next jump.
56. They only signed 11 of them in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is so hard for – I mean, because I've been saying this for years, and I'm not going to lie to you, I don't think I've been wrong yet. What was the lifeblood of the Clemson program? What was Dabo so good at?
Quarterbacks.
Recruiting. Where did they finish in recruiting this year? 21. Behind Florida, Florida State, BYU, North Carolina somehow, which I don't really understand, but
really,
Carolina had a lot of 4-stars. I mean, 5-stars, but they had a lot of 4-stars. Clemson got no 4-stars this year. Or no 5-stars, excuse me, this year. That was the one thing Dabo was good at. He's not doing that anymore. So what do you think is going to happen? You lose all these pieces. And now, we hired a new offensive coordinator. Oh, you mean like you did the defense last year? Oh, yeah, Tom Allen's going to fix everything. Your defense was never worse. I think we're in prime position for Clemson to go, hey, you remember how we were this one thing for all these years? We're not. Mm-hmm. We're exactly what we had been for 40 years because we don't have the money to contend with the rest of you. They don't have Michigan money. They don't have LSU money. They definitely don't have Texas money. And I mean any of Texas money. So where does that put you? I would argue this is the same problem Florida State's fallen into. I don't have the money to compete with you. I play in a mediocre conference. I've gotten on the wrong side of the ledger, and now the recruits are forsaking me because Florida State was right ahead of Clemson. The slide started 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. People wanted to put their fingers in their ears and go, Dabo Swinney's a great coach. No, he's not. No, he's not. He is a good coach that went on a nice run of quarterbacks and has been completely irrelevant since. Mm-hmm. But that one time they almost beat Texas in a playoff game. Whoop-de-damn-do. Who cares?
2 years removed from making the playoff. 6 years removed from a national championship. With another 5-loss season. That'd be back-to-back 5 or more lost seasons. Is that enough for Clemson to go, Dabo, you're gone?
Hold on. We have breaking news in the YouTube chat.
Okay. Hit the button. Right.
Who's going to break the news? Who's going to break the news? Who's going to break the news? Who's going to break the news?
It's from EC Giant 7, who said, how was your shopping experience at Ingles this morning, Jeremy? Low prices, love the savings. I was going to say, what's up, but you looked a little bit like a hangover. I was the guy in the domestic light car. I did not know that, and I almost spoke to you. I didn't know that. It was a domestic light brand that was in the parking lot at Ingles. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't hungover. I'm going to come clean about something. I've been trying a new way to sleep, and it ain't working so hot. The first 2 hours of my day, it's taken me 45 minutes to get out of bed 3 days in a row. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I just lay there and go, I don't know what to do. And I didn't have lunch this morning, so I came sliding in sideways. So, Giants fan, anytime you see me, always say what's up. Yeah. This morning, also, I couldn't remember what I needed. I was in such a brain fog. I was like, do I have eggs? I think I have eggs. I don't know. But I would have loved to have said what's up, and I probably would have sat there and talked to you for 30 minutes.
And he did have eggs, and he taught me something new about eggs that I didn't know.
Yeah, you know eggs are good if you put them in water. If they float, they're bad. If they don't, they're good.
Never heard that before.
Yeah. We're on a weight loss journey because Jeremy got super fat, and that's not good. Mm-hmm. That's how Jeremy goes night-night for good, and we can't do that.
No, we cannot.
So officially 30.
Speaking of going night-night, I was going to ask you, are you going to bed any earlier now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
My objective is to be asleep by 12.
Okay. Maybe pull that back even a little bit more.
No. You know why? Because I'm not an infant. You know who has
rest is very important.
You know who has
losing weight.
I don't wake up until 8.
Oh, well. Okay,
yeah, not all of us wake up at 2:14 like Tank does.
Such is life.
You know who has bedtimes that have one number left of the semicolon? Infants.
I didn't say one number. I just said maybe not 12.
My wife goes to bed at 11, and I'm like, I'm a grown man. Midnight's where it starts. If I go to bed,
or you could go to bed at 10, wake up at 6. Go to the gym before you have to come in?
Allow me to ask, hey, what happens at 6 o'clock that I really need to see?
No, I'm saying you could go to the gym, you can get that done, and start out your day with a little workout.
And I used to do that.
Yeah.
And then you know what I realized? Oh, I'm done with my workout at 4:30. Hey, what else am I supposed to do now? Because nobody's awake. I'm going to sit in my office and talk to myself. Good. I do that for 3 hours a day anyway.
That's very true.
That's not true. I talk to you, but a lot of times I'm talking to myself because I'm not here.
Or I'm not listening.
That's a lot of it as well.
All right, let's.
Now I feel bad because I literally saw the car, and I always make a point to, because I will tell you this: beer reps, be nice to them. I did that. That is a hard job, and people are such jackals. So now I feel so guilty. And I even looked at the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I sounded that out on air. You're not supposed to do that, but I did.
Yeah. It's fine. Also going to need you to sound out the rest of your list here because we only got a couple of minutes left in the program.
Oh, you know what you should do? You should put the number for the clock in front of me so I don't have to look behind me to see what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
I put it there. It's not your fault. I just want to blame you for it.
Bingo.
The other names on my list, you get into the obvious ones. You know, we said Mike Loxley earlier, Bill O'Brien. I think there's a lot in the ACC. I don't know if you agree with me. I think there's a lot of them in the ACC.
I mean, if anybody has a terrible season, you could Dave Doran.
That was another one that was on my list.
I mean, Dave Doran.
Dave Doran's got a quarterback that's in our quarterback 18. Like, you've got C.J. Bailey. You should not be a mediocre team again. And if you look at their schedule, it's very dissimilar from Florida State and Clemson because they get a lot of Stanford, Cal, Syracuse, Florida State, North Carolina, Wake Forest. NC State should win a boatload of games.
Yep.
And that's even with having to go to Brazil. I think if NC State doesn't win 9 games, Dave Doran should be fired.
Mm-hmm. We mentioned, or I mentioned, Dave Aranda is one that it just hasn't. It hadn't been good in the last 5 years.
I don't know how he keeps keeping a job.
Is Baylor is that a job that would be sought after?
They have money, but they're putting a lot of it in basketball,
which is a problem.
Yep,
it's a big problem. And Dave Aranda might be the best that you can do right now.
I'm going to say another name, and you're going to tell me I'm crazy because of the school he's at. It's Deion. It's Deion Sanders.
I can't see a path where Colorado tells him
I
to
don't
leave.
know how. I really genuinely I don't know how you just said that.
They're not going to be good anyway.
They went 3-9 last year with the number 1 left tackle in the country. And I get it. You had 3 quarterbacks as well. They're all gone now. What do you think's about to happen? And by the way, this is a great time for me to say, hey, y'all remember all those things you said to me when I told you this was coming?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hadn't heard one apology yet. Deion Sanders is a horrible, horrible head coach.
Absolutely.
I mean, a terrible head coach. And this is the worst team he's had since he's been at Colorado. And in the 3 years he's been there, he's gone 4-8, 9-4, 3-9. What in the world are you protect? Well, they could never fire Deion Sanders. Why not? Anybody can win 4 games.
Yeah, but you fired Deion Sanders, and then, I don't know, you're not making money like you were. I mean, at least I feel like Deion Sanders, just with a name,
they're not
makes you
making money now. It's a myth. They sell some hoodies. You see a couple of them, or T-shirts or hats or whatever they sell. You see a couple of them at the airport, and you go, oh, Colorado's back now. Weird. You seeing them right now? No, because they're irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
That is an irrelevant school. This is why I laughed at Florida State people. They're like, we need Deion. No, we don't. That's worse than Norvell.
All right, Deion and anybody else?
I would say that's probably the big ones for me. I mean, we can get super myopic into this.
I mean, Kalen DeBoer.
I don't think we're there.
If you lose another 4 games, right? Alabama's not used to losing that many games.
Yeah, but they still went to the playoff. You're 11-4, but one of those losses was in the playoff. One of them was in the SEC championship game.
Maybe so. There's so much discontent that if he does any worse than that, for sure. You got a 5-loss season, 6-loss season.
I mean,
that could sink you.
There is one more.
Okay,
Shane Beamer. Give me another 4-8 and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because South Carolina's spending money. They kept that entire roster together with Lenore Sellers, Dylan Stewart, and Nick Harbor. Those were all guys that had money offers elsewhere. So I don't think it will happen.
But it could.
But you go 4-8 again, and I don't think you're as safe as you think you are.
Mm-hmm. I'll take him. We'll take him at Carolina, the real Carolina. We will gladly take him.
Easy. I'm on a South Carolina station now. You write checks that I don't want to have to cash.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Everybody enjoy the weekend. Hey, go see Weird Al tomorrow if you can down in Greenville.
Or come see John Christ with me. If you see me down there, say hello. Just because I'm staring off into space does not mean I'm hungover. That's right. Although I may have had a cocktail or two. Mm-hmm. But if I see you down there, I'd love to say howdy.
Be nice to your beer distributors.
For sure.
Tip your waitresses.
And if you see them stocking beer, don't take beers out of the case.
And we will see you back here on Monday at noon on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
I could try and button up this Saturday forecast. I think some showers, thunder showers, but I do think some dry weather and then much cooler temperatures by Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Low 80s today. Sunshine, some high cloud. Tonight, thickening clouds. A few showers after midnight. Low 60s. Saturday, some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. And by Sunday, partly sunny and 73 with temperatures in the low to mid-50s early. For the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business at iHeartAdvertising.com.
Asheville's #1 hit music station.
I just might make 'em up, baby. What can I do? I'm trying to be the girl that you're talking to.
Star 104.3.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
Man, whenever I use a sports book, I feel like I'm just getting robbed blind.
Dude, you've got to delete that app. You need to be using Polymarket.
Polymarket? How are they any different?
Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. You trade against other fans just like you, not the house. That means more money for you and less for those greedy sports books.
For real?
Yep. Sports books take around $9 on a $100 position and then pay out around $500. Polymarket pays out $650 on that same position.
What's the catch?
No catch. Even better, it's available in all 50 states. Polymarket is so confident that you'll never go back, they're giving you $50 free on your first trade.
I'm deleting my sportsbook app. How do I get started?
Download Polymarket now and use promo code HEAT for $50 free for your first trade. Stop letting sportsbooks steal from you. Download Polymarket and use promo code HEAT for $50 free on your first trade. Use promo code HEAT.
Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets.
Just like in the car.
You're our #1. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy.
Weekdays at noon.
The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah.
WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.